guess I'm just a...
What?
The following program is four guys talking about the happenings in the world. This show is meant to be comedic and informative. The content expressed on this podcast is for entertainment purposes only and do not reflect the beliefs or opinions of the cast, their peers, friends, family, or co-workers. This show may contain strong and crude language for the sake of entertainment. If you are under 18, please get permission from your parents to watch and listen. If you are offended by the contents of this podcast, please do not watch or listen. Now, it's time for the show.
Gentlemen, may I have your attention? The show starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's see it. What?
Oh, you gotta give him that hawk and spit on that
Let me give you some trash talk, okay?
Well, hey there, friends. It's Sunday, March 30th, 2025, and we are live on YouTube. What's up, boys? We got lots to talk about today. One's JFK, an inside job. We got to talk about crazy ex-girlfriends and some guy in Europe stole a gold toilet, Dave's famous world-famous game, and the Final Four for March Madness. We got a big show ahead of us today. Looks like everyone's here. What's going on, David?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How's everybody doing? Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday, and what's going on, Keith?
Happy Sunday, everybody. Glad to help be part of this again. Do you believe it's almost April?
It's almost April, and what's going on, Angry Wally?
Not much, man. Ready to get this Final Four set, man. My two picks to be in the finals, Florida Duke made it last night, so we'll see what happens. And looking forward to the March Madness.
Hell yeah. All right, before we get this show started, we broadcast live every Sunday, and you can be a part of the show. All you got to do is chat with us in the YouTube chat group. Your chat comes in real time to the studio, and we will interact with you back. All you got to do is search for the FLA Trash Talkers. Follow us on Instagram. All you got to do is look for the FLA Trash Talkers and make sure to like and subscribe on YouTube. Let's get this show started. And oh, look at that. Keith is really getting the show started with a mimosa. Look at that.
Drinks are served.
Hell yeah. And I'm starting off myself with a vodka and ginger beer. Also got some ribs on the grill. Well, actually smoker. And I'm going to smoke those sons of bitches for about 8 hours.
Whoa.
I guess I'm just a pussy because I'm still on coffee. So
You're still drinking coffee?
yeah, but I've seasoned some pork chops to go on the smoker today, so I'll get my man card back that way, I guess.
I guess. What you got going on, Wally?
Hey, fuck you.
On
Coffee's
the-
delicious.
Monday. What coffee? What do you mix your coffee with there? Just regular old milk?
I got Kit Kat flavored coffee creamer today.
Oh, you
Kit
just
Kat
messed it.
flavored
You
coffee.
just messed the coffee up.
Well, my morning coffees are it's a creme brulee coffee and a little bit of vanilla almond milk.
We're fucking classy, Keith.
You're goddamn right we are.
He just messed up the coffee too. Fucking creme brulee.
Creme brulee coffee. So, Jay, what you got? What you drinking? Anything today?
Wally.
Wally? Sorry, I'm talking to myself here.
Tito's.
Definitely Tito's.
Yeah, Tito's and a little Crystal Light. Yeah.
And he's like, you pussies are 3 hours behind me. Catch up.
I've
I've been
already
drinking since 6 a.m.
I've had a half a pot of coffee, so I am drinking my mimosa now.
Half a pot of coffee. Wow, that's a lot of coffee. So yesterday, guys, I went to Animal Kingdom. Me and my old lady, we went to Animal Kingdom, and we had lunch there at a place called Tiffin's. I had the Truffle Burger Experience. Now, let me explain to you what that is. That is a
I almost
huge,
shit myself hearing it.
that is a huge patty, right, with melted cheese, a demi-glaze, covered in truffle shavings. It was the best burger I've ever had in my entire life. And yes, me and my old lady, every now and then, we go to Animal Kingdom or Disney World just to have lunch.
You guys,
So it was-
you guys are rich
I mean, I got to find out how much the principal's paying these new teacher salaries.
because this motherfucker has made it. Do you have a gold toilet?
I do not have a gold toilet, but I don't know if you guys can see that. But there it is right there.
Did you have to pay extra for the truffle shavings?
So
Hell yeah.
the burger itself with fries is $35, and then it's an additional $15 for the truffle shavings.
So
some
you
of the
spent
best.
$50 for a fucking burger and fries.
$55.
So the truffle shavings, do they come by like Olive Garden? Say when, sir? And then you're
No,
like, that's enough, peasant. Good day.
That's exactly what they did. That's because Disney World just goes ahead and gives stuff away for free.
I figured.
No, man, this is probably one of the best burgers I've ever had. Came with French fries, waffle fries, with a aioli sauce. Now, Keith, I understand you have a problem with aioli sauce.
Yeah, it's mayonnaise. I don't. First of all, when the fuck did we start calling mayonnaise aioli? Let's go with that shit. and second of all, it's on every menu. Everybody either have some form of ranch or goddamn aioli to go on everything when you go to a restaurant now.
Well, yeah, you got to have a nice sauce for your burger or not for your steak. I don't like any type of sauce for my steak, but you got to have sauce with everything, man.
I don't eat. First of all, I don't eat mayonnaise. Fuck mayo. I hate mayo. And so now you're gonna throw
I
some.
don't eat anything.
No, I don't eat mayo. I don't eat
You heard it here
mayo.
first. Keith hates mayonnaise because it's white.
Damn right.
Damn.
I think whether if you're from Miami in my era, you know this story. So I'm quite sure everybody have their own story and from their timeline also. But growing up, whether it was an urban myth or was it factual, no. It was a myth that a dude jacked off in the mayo at Burger King in the hood. So we all
Yeah.
It's everywhere, man. That's every city.
That wasn't in the hood. That was actually across the street from my high school.
Ours was Taco Bell. It was like, oh, the guy.
Yeah, I've heard the Taco Bell. I've heard even if you go back to middle school, like I remember they used to have like when the salad bar came out at middle school. Don't do it, man. People spit in the ranch, and I'm like, who's jerking off in the fucking middle school?
Well, I'll tell you what, it fucked me up
I mean-
for life, so I don't eat mayo because of that.
We
Fuck
all
me
know
up
it
for
was you
life.
in the back. So you don't eat mayonnaise because of that one urban myth?
Yeah, I don't like it. I haven't eaten mayonnaise my whole life because of that.
What was your favorite? Or did you have a favorite high school meal
Me?
or middle school meal? What was your favorite middle school meal or high school meal?
From the cafeteria?
Yeah,
Pizza and corn.
Was it a
Okay,
square
so-
pizza?
it's
Pizza
gotta
and
be.
corn.
It's gotta.
Corn?
Fuck that Mexican pizza shit, man.
Oh, that's the Fiesta.
The Fiesta.
Oh,
fuck
The
that.
Fiesta pizza, the round one,
Like
with
the stop
orange-
sign looking.
They used to
the
give
orange-
us.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about
I didn't like it.
the rectangular pizza
Yeah, cheese.
with
Yeah.
cheese. There's no
Yep.
meat, and for some
No
reason,
pepperoni, nothing on there.
I have no idea. But whenever they gave us pizza, they always had corn as the best. Don't go together, but you get it and you put the corn on the pizza as an extra topping.
Okay,
come on
you
now.
crossed
You
the
just-
fucking
no,
line, dude.
You were talking about ruining coffee, and now you're gonna put corn on there? That's just as bad as putting pineapple
No.
on a pizza.
I was a kid.
No, so what we
So
did
was
with
I,
our
but I didn't
pizzas-
put no damn corn on
I
my
didn't put
pizza.
corn on it. We would take ketchup. You'd take ketchup,
Oh,
and then
Jesus,
you'd roll the
fuck.
pizza up, and you would dip it in the ketchup. It was like extra marinara sauce, man.
So not,
my
but
God.
That is
But
not
y'all-
anywhere
but y'all
near
bought that
marinara
motherfucker-
sauce. What are you?
Yeah, but
y'all both at my corn. This motherfucker.
but the pizza was good.
Another new thing is people dipping.
I gotta go. I don't even know any of you fuckers. I mean, this is.
This
God, I know
podcast
this
is
prior
over.
to
This podcast is over. What do you guys eat like this?
Yeah, Oh, and then the chicken sandwiches that we would get from school, we would take ranch and put ranch all over top of the
I can
chicken
go with the
sandwich.
ranch on the chicken. So
Yeah, I can deal with the ranch. People put ranch, dip their pizza in ranch nowadays. I see that all the time now. I don't
Listen,
know. I've never done it.
I was a broke 20-year-old living in an apartment with some roommates that didn't help pay rent.
I thought he was going to say he was a broke 20-year-old still in high school.
Okay, well, I'll get to that later. I'm a 12-year
It's a different topic.
My mom worked for the school board forever as the manager for the cafeteria. Man, she would. Maybe I'm getting her in trouble, but I don't know how she got extra. But about here's your hamburgers, here's your pizza. So my fridge was loaded with cafeteria food. The fucking rolls, dude, like the dinner rolls nothing better. Nothing better. I'd make homemade Salisbury steak with the frozen burger patties.
Bro, I made homemade Salisbury steak for the first time, I think Wednesday last week. That shit was so good. I made it out of ground turkey too.
Okay.
Ground turkey.
Mhm.
No,
Gotcha.
I patty up some ground beef, put it in the pan to sear the burger, throw some gravy in there. Then I throw the egg noodles in there. That's the way you got to do it, man. Kind of
Bro, I did that shit. I did it with mashed potatoes, but I like the egg noodles. I think I might do it this week with the egg noodles.
That's where
Is that right?
I haven't had egg noodles in forever, and there's some in the pantry. I was like, man, some pork chops and egg noodles sound delicious for some reason.
Hey,
Oh.
so pan sear your pork chops, right? But you're gonna smoke them.
I'm gonna smoke.
You're gonna smoke them. Another day, if you pan, this is how I do it at home sometimes with the egg noodles. I pan sear them. Really, I get the thin ones.
Mhm.
Pan sear them, season them up, olive oil, a little garlic, then throw some goddamn Alfredo cheese in there.
Aioli. Throw some aioli on that bitch.
Some grated Parmesan Asiago cheese with some heavy whipping cream and make it like a homemade Alfredo sauce.
Alfredo.
Oh my god, that shit is awesome with some egg noodles.
Nice. Yeah, my go-to for stuff. We were talking about ranch and I don't know whatever, but I'll put blue cheese on everything. Blue cheese crumbles.
I'm more ranch than blue cheese. I can't.
I don't like blue cheese dressing, but I'll fuck a blue cheese crumble up. I want
so good.
I don't like blue cheese anything.
I want blue cheese crumbles on everything I eat.
Yep. So good.
I'll put blue cheese inside a burger, like stuff it in the burger.
Yes.
Yes, I'll do that. But that's the only thing I use blue cheese for.
It gives the burger such a good taste.
So when you went to high school, when you went from middle school to high school, when you got the high school lunches, did they have like Papa John's pizza or Taco Bell? Was there an upgrade when you got to high school?
So in Miami, we had a open lunch. We were allowed to leave the school for 30, 45 minutes. So we had a Papa John's, we had Hungry Bear sandwiches, we had a Taco Bell, and not Papa John's, Little Caesars, and a Checkers. And that was the only thing. Oh, and the Burger King where the guy jerked off at. And then
these are salty.
This is the saltiest Whopper I've ever had.
That was Jay's favorite place too.
Oh yeah, we were there at least 3 times a week.
Every day. It's so spicy. It's so
salty. I like it.
Yeah,
it's the perfect amount of salt in this Whopper. That's what it is.
Yeah,
it is a different
extra creamy. Why does this Whopper smell like Clorox?
It sticks to the roof of my mouth.
I love
disgusting.
Oh boy, I like Jay. We had off-campus lunch my freshman year, my sophomore year. But the problem, we fucked it up. We fucked it up probably for the whole Dade County School Board because at our school,
it was
we wasn't coming back.
That messed it up.
We didn't come back.
Mm-hmm.
If lunch is at 11, fuck it. That was my last period of the day. So you gonna open the fucking door to let me out this bitch? I ain't coming back.
We were kind of the same way.
So here in Seminole County, at Seminole High School, we had like Papa John's. They would bring in like I don't know how many pizzas. With just pepperoni and cheese, and then Taco Bell would bring in some burritos and a couple different things you could get. Of course, that wasn't you had to pay extra for that. You had to
pay cash. Yeah, you had to pay cash for that.
Yeah, that was a part of the school meal. But so we would take the bean burritos that Taco Bell would bring and ranch all day long. You dip them in ranch. Oh man, it was so.
And to this day, you're still a rancher, huh?
Yeah. I would say it stuck with me all from pretty much from high school.
Yeah, I've seen you order the food. You always get ranch with everything. You have your wings and your salads and everything. Just ranch. You love ranch.
Yeah, the high school I went to, we had a cafeteria, but it wasn't like a functional. It was just a room with like cafeteria style tables in there, didn't have an oven or nothing, so they always catered food in. So it would be like Monday would be maybe McDonald's. That Tuesday was like Fazoli's. I don't know if y'all remember that place, like the pasta place.
I found the Fazoli's when I was in Cincinnati. I lost my goddamn mind.
Wednesday was the best. They'd have Chick-fil-A brought in, and they'd always order too much. Me and like 2 other guys from the football team would go into the teacher's lounge. We'd come out with like 45 fucking Chick-fil-A sandwiches, just murdered them in the fucking locker room. Try not to shit yourself in practice. Great time.
Did y'all have a section? Did you have the football section off for y'all to sit in the cafeteria?
Yeah, we kind of everybody knew where we sat at.
Oh, they would actually section it all off. So it was like football players go in this area.
No, we
That's
weren't
the only
that
place
good.
you got to sit. You had your own little section there in the cafeteria.
Oh yeah, we had our special place. It was like you couldn't.
Yeah.
And if you try to walk in there, you're gonna have some issues.
Welcome to death row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah, going back. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, Keith.
No, go ahead, Jay.
I was just saying, going back. Yeah. So for me, I enjoy going every now and then to the Walt Disney World and having a lunch or a dinner. So we did the Tiffins. We had Tiffins there. We're gonna go. I think it's this Saturday or next Saturday. We're gonna go to the studios and we're gonna go to an Italian restaurant over there. Have some amazing pizza or pasta there. We love going to the Disney Springs, going to STK Steakhouse. I mean, it is amazing, man. We love doing that kind of stuff. Now, the problem with that is that I do not have the money to do that, but somehow I figure it out, right? I'll move money from here, I'll move money from there, and I'll figure it out because, man, it is worth the food, worth the money going over there to have that.
Let me ask you
I don't have any golden toilets, Keith. To go back to your question, I don't have any golden toilets.
I'm getting to that because I'm not the best at math. I'm not the best. I've always failed math. Math is always difficult for me. But simple shit I can add up, right?
Right.
You just paid $55 for a fucking burger and fries with some fancy cheese and fancy mayonnaise, right?
Right.
We didn't even ask what your wife plate was. And I know for a fact you don't pull in only, I think you can go in Disney Springs and park for free. But if you're going to Animal Kingdom, bitch, you had to pay to park.
No, we have the annual passes.
Oh, so the plot thickens.
Yeah, we have the annual passes, so we can go whenever we want. So it's kind of a nice thing to do. It's free, kind of. I don't have to pay $150 every time I go inside. However,
you did it up front.
It's not free. Disney tickets are Disney annual passes are the highest annual pass for any theme park ever.
Well, yeah, they are. But the people are leaving Disney to go to the new Epic. So, I mean, perhaps they'll start bringing the prices down. I don't know. But I do know that I pay for the...
I hate Disney. I hate everything about Disney.
Oh,
I'm going to Universal Studios.
You just made enemies. You just made enemies with my old lady,
I don't
bro.
give a fuck. I hate and all the people that have the damn little fucking Mickey Mouse sticker on the back of their fucking cars and shit.
They have Disney World license plates now.
They can't drive with a goddamn. They're always fucking slow.
And it's always a Prius. It's always a fucking Prius too.
And they're in the wrong lane.
We've only been on the show for
wrong
15
goddamn lane.
We've only been on the show for
assholes.
15 minutes, and Angry Wally came out.
Man, fucking Disney. Fuck Disney.
I'm not gonna say fuck Disney, but I'm gonna go back to this fancy guy over here, right?
All right, so she had I can't even pronounce it. It's some sort of
expensive.
Some sort of noodles. It's spelled Yakisoba noodles with sesame, shinkaling.
It's expensive. You can't even fucking pronounce it. It's expensive, fucker.
Japanese eggplant with chili garlic oil, and then our appetizer.
That shit was more than his burger.
Oh yeah.
I can't find the appetizer on here. Was a bread tier. So we had it was 3 levels of bread.
Couple
all right.
drinks.
Yeah, of course we had a couple drinks here.
That bitch spent $200 for lunch yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Easily.
We had the Tiffin's signature bread service, which comes with Thai red curry milk bread. It comes with, and I don't even know how to pronounce this bread, and a ginger pear kidney bread. That was so amazing, especially you coming from Miami. We had it came with some guava sauce, right?
Oh,
yeah, you dip the bread right in there. Jesus Christ,
okay.
Now I will not disclose how much lunch was. gonna tell you
Motherfucker,
that right
$200. I'm telling you right now.
I'm
That's
gonna tell you.
before,
All right,
that was before the tip.
Exactly. You still got a tip on there. Oh,
Listen,
his
I
tip
got a
it-
10% discount because I'm an annual pass holder. Okay, so we'll leave it at that.
Jesus Christ.
Well, it
10%.
dropped-
So I save money.
It dropped
Save money.
$20. It dropped. So the $20 you just saved, you just put in the tip. Okay, cool.
Yep.
If you did it right.
If he did it, he didn't do it right. He didn't do it
I
right.
know. He
Listen,
saved on
probably-
that too.
Well, so we started off. So okay, all right. Let's get to the beginning here. We start off right. I crack open a beer for the ride over. All right, so we're riding over with a beer in hand.
Or drinking and
All right.
driving.
Drinking and fucking driving.
I wasn't driving. I wasn't driving.
That's right.
And,
He's rich. He's got a chauffeur that takes him
Hey,
around.
yeah, but it's still fucking open container. But go
Yeah,
ahead.
exactly. Still against the law.
And then we went to Rainforest Cafe where we then had drinks there. All right. Then we did a ride. What was it? I can't even remember the first ride, but it was fun. Right. We did a ride. And then from there we went to Tiffin's. And then after Tiffin's, we went back to Rainforest. And then we rode Everest at the end before we left for the night.
Just to slosh all that bougie shit around in your stomach.
Listen, I got
Oh,
a
yeah.
buddy.
Yeah.
Years ago, I would say maybe 15, 16, 17 years ago, I had a buddy that used to be the head chef at the Rainforest Cafe. So I would go there a lot, but I didn't pay for shit. But I was looking at the menu prices. I said, these motherfuckers must be crazy. Come here and eat.
I was not expecting. Go ahead. Sorry about
No,
that.
I haven't been there in 15 years, but I used to take my kids, when they were younger there because all the stuff on the wall, it's kind of
Yeah, the back when they had the fake dinosaur that we moved and shit
and all
in
that
there.
stuff,
Yeah.
all that stuff. So it was a cool place to go. So I would take my kids there, and even back then it was expensive. I can't even
I
imagine
never
that.
paid. I only tipped when I went. And I
I
just
can,
said,
yeah. So
"Mm,
you're
these
talking about
motherfuckers
drinks?
crazy."
Those are $30
yeah.
drinks.
Yeah, I was about to get into that, man. So I've gotten used to paying drinking here at home, right? And we actually did the math. So each one of my drinks here at home by buying a bottle and buying my mixer is $1.74 per drink. All right, so I've gotten used to that. And then I go to Rainforest Cafe and then I
Just a
order the exact same
calculated
thing.
drink.
I order the same thing, which is vodka and ginger beer, which they didn't have ginger beer. They had only ginger ale. And then it cost me $22 for that one drink. $22 for that one drink.
Did you making my eyes water?
So I'll tell you what, I had to pay almost like $70 every time I went to the Rainforest Cafe to get a drink.
Sounds like you got the money for it.
Two drinks, 2 drinks each, one for me and my own lady. And man, I'll tell you what, today I'm feeling it.
Let me
Feeling
ask
it
you
in
a
my
question.
wallet.
All right. I found out in life. That no matter how successful I think I am, if I don't have a gold toilet, if I'm not shitting on gold, I haven't made it yet. You made it? Have you made it yet, Jay?
No, I don't have any gold toilets because I spent all my money at Disney World.
He's got a
Fuck,
gold
bro.
rat.
Bro, this motherfucker's spending $30 a drink, $200 for lunch. He gotta be, his next step gotta be getting that gold toilet.
No, I don't need a gold toilet. I like to spend my money out there. Like there's a rooftop downtown Orlando that we like to go to. Like, man, I like to live large. What can I say? What can I say?
I don't go to Orlando. I go to New Smyrna. I go to Daytona. I go out to those areas where I like going to the beach. And
Yeah, we like
that's
doing
where-
that too, but the beach is so far away.
Hey, which
Not for
rooftop
us.
you go to?
What was that?
Which rooftop downtown you go to?
It's the Marriott, the AC hotels.
That's the one my son is the head bartender there.
What? I'm
Yes.
finding this out now.
I don't pay
All
for
right.
shit there either.
Yeah, well, you know what? Next time you better put in a phone call because after the show, I'm taking my girl. We're going straight there.
Listen, you gotta see he look just like me. He just muscular.
Oh, that's just
So
like
nothing
you.
like you. So nothing like you. Nothing at all like you.
This exact face, but probably 75 pounds lighter and cut.
So Keith, you were talking about the gold toilet. Did you hear about the guy in Europe that stole the gold toilet?
That motherfucker. Hey, I don't blame him though. I don't blame him. That shit's hilarious when I read it. He was somewhere in Europe and he had to take a shit. It was in one of the castles. It was the same town that Winston Churchill was born, right? So he had to take a shit. So, okay, bathroom that way, sir. He go in there taking shit and realize he's sitting on a solid gold toilet. So the next day, that motherfucker came back with 2 other guys and stole it. He stole the fucking toilet.
He stole the toilet.
He came back and stole the toilet the next day.
Now, is a gold toilet, has it got like proper and operating plumbing, or is it just like a fucking snail trail of like a shit stain?
I don't. It was a functional toilet. They had a picture of it. It was a functional toilet, and I think it is worth, if I'm not mistaken, it's worth about $5 million US.
What?
Yes.
Toilet worth $5 million.
It would have to be solid gold.
It was solid gold. And
It wasn't plated. It wasn't plated gold. It
was solid gold. And that's the reason why he came back with 2 other people, because it was so heavy.
Okay, so that sounds like that happened in Dubai. I mean, it's going to be one of those places over there, one of those oil countries over there, man.
Yeah,
where they got money like that. I mean, there are places actually throughout Asia and over in that area. They have money like that, man. And you go to some of those hotels and different places, man. It's gold everything.
So it says here. So it says here that it was an 18 karat gold toilet and worth $6 million US.
$6 million. I cut it. I sold it by me.
How did they carry that out? That has to be like
very carefully.
How did nobody see them? How did nobody see them carrying the damn toilet out?
Somebody had to see them. They got caught.
They went in with fucking rotor-rooter outfits and be like, plumber here.
I'm the janitor. We got to take this toilet out. There's an issue with this toilet. It's not functioning right. So we're gonna swap it out. So which is what we do every 2 or 3 years.
Fucking cousin Eddie out there. Shitter's full. It's closed.
Oh shit. $6 million fucking toilet. Okay, I'm telling you right now, I won't be going to Disney. I won't do shit until I get my $6 million toilet.
Yeah, as soon as you get it, let me know, because I'm going to come over and steal it for $6 million. Dude.
Oh yeah, we're definitely going to come steal it.
Hey, we need to go to Asia, man, and get a couple toilets, man. We'd be fucking millionaires.
Yeah, because you know what? I was going to say we can make it easier and go to West Palm Beach and go to Mar-a-Lago, because Trump has gold toilets. But they're only worth $2,000 each.
Oh, pathetic.
Yeah, so
his are probably plated.
I was gonna say it's gold plated.
So we'll take 10 of them.
Yeah.
This motherfucker in Europe is solid gold.
I'm not fucking with Trump. Nope. So we're gonna
go to notice.
So check this out.
And we'll get one of them toilets.
Check this out. There is there's gold toilet paper. Unbelievable 22 karat gold toilet paper roll provides you with the means to quickly waste and deal with great wealth. The toilet paper man in Australia says that the expense of the bathroom and the toilet paper itself for one roll is $1.3 million.
That sounds like it would rash your ass.
22 karat gold toilet paper for $1.3 million one roll.
Okay, guys. So
we're not paper leaf that's sticking to your ass. After you wipe
okay.
But think about it. Now we don't need to fuck with the toilet and try to pick that heavy thing up. We can take a couple rolls of toilet paper.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's a lot easier. You can go with one person. One person in a bag. That's it. One person in a bag, and just go to each stall and just take the toilet paper out.
Dude, full disclosure, I'm about to get nasty. So,
six rolls, man.
I'm about to get nasty. Let's see. I don't even have it. I don't have nasty music. Here,
I'm about to get nasty as shit.
We can take a roll off in a 10-yarder and grab these motherfuckers.
So am I the only
nasty
one?
Music.
Am I the only one that when I take a shit, I roll the paper around my hand like that? You get a good wad, and then you wipe your ass.
So we're gonna have this conversation. How do we wad up the toilet paper? Are you a folder or a wader?
Matter of fact,
I fold.
I wrap it around my hand.
I don't wrap it, but I fold.
And I have a bidet. I have a bidet on my toilet.
I have a bidet. Hey, wait a second. Whoa, everybody's talking to me because I'm going to Disney World.
You're the one who got
everybody's talking shit about me because I'm going to Disney World to have lunch, and this guy has a bidet to clean his own ass.
It's beautiful. Don't knock it till you try it, brother. You get a little water squirted up your ass.
Yeah, you like that too much. So that tells me you like too many, like that. No,
That's a little too much information. Too much information.
All my friends are talking about that. My two buddies I hang out with here in Lakeland, they're like, "You got a bidet yet?" I'm like, "Not yet." They're like, "It'll change your fucking life."
It will change your. No, and listen, it sounds funny till you get it. And I'm finna go ask your buddies. Dave, ask your buddies. It have two settings. You have the ass setting, and you have the vagina setting.
Are you taking your balls?
It sprays a little differently, right?
See, he's sitting there on the toilet, accidentally hits the vagina button. His balls are just.
Accidentally, my ass. I purposely put it on the vagina setting.
How do you think Keith makes that mayonnaise?
Keith's wife's like, Keith, how long are you gonna be in that bathroom for?
I'm making a batch for Burger King. Hold on.
He put it on accidentally. I purposely put
While
it
he's
on
walking away from this conversation, Wally's like, I can't deal with this.
I purposely put it on the vagina and have it spraying. Oh my God, it would change your fucking life.
Okay, I think I'm gonna go buy. I'm going. You get bidets at Lowe's, right?
Okay,
I believe you can get them anywhere.
How long does your wife spend in the bathroom?
Not long as me. Not long as me. Listen,
the two of them don't have intercourse anymore. They just go right into the bidet.
Listen, I ordered mine on Amazon. It took me about 10 minutes to install it.
Oh, so it's one of those. It's not a stand by itself one. It's one that connects to the toilet already.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I've seen those. My grandma.
You brought extra. It's not something that came with the house. You went out extra to order this shit on Amazon so it'd be delivered so you could see that.
Okay, all right. Let me explain it. So it'll give me a little more credibility. We all know that I was going through some really, really bad.
There's nothing that's going to give credibility to this story. I'm just going to be honest with you.
Everybody know I was going through some really bad gastro issues about 2 years ago, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I was shitting so much that my ass was raw. I couldn't touch it no more with tissue. So we came up with to get a bidet to clean my ass for me.
What's the water pressure on one of the? I mean, are you getting pressure washed?
Yes, this motherfucker like a little pressure cleaner. It's like a little
that
pressure
thing up
cleaner.
to 160 psi.
Hey,
Is there a temperature like, or is it just cold water?
no, it's cold. So it's cold. Now, once I can figure out how to heat that bitch up, we in business.
I bet that cold was soothing.
That motherfucker got come out of the bathroom. That motherfucker be on the.
Depends on what type of.
He's going to be in a bathroom. You see, like the back of the towel hanging behind him.
Hey,
and stuff.
the water is so goddamn cold. I come out with my nipples hard every time.
When you spray them on your balls must be walking out all shriveled up too.
Bro, it's nice. Don't knock it till you try it. Now, don't do like me. I think everybody who ever installed it do the same thing. You don't realize that you're supposed to be sitting down on the toilet when you use it. So when you first install it, you try to turn it on to see if it worked, and you goddamn baptize yourself. You were baptized yourself.
Well, yeah, that water shoots
like
up 6 feet. So can you imagine how much that water shoots up into your ass?
It's like a 6 month.
Yeah, water coming out of your mouth.
6-month-year-old boy, pissing when you take the pamper off right in your face. Huh?
Almost damn when they drown yourself.
Bro, so I got it when I was having my stomach issues, but now I gotta use it. Oh my God! When I went out of town a few weeks ago, I like my ass hurts. My ass hurts. I need my bidet.
It's called dude wipes, man. Like dude wipes. You do the wet, and then you do the dry. So you take dude wipes, kind of get it started.
Dude wipes.
And then you're googling dude wipes. Oh my God! And
No,
then
they sell them in
I've
public.
heard of them. I've never heard of dude wipes.
They sell them in Publix, bro.
Mm.
Matter of fact, I saw them in Sam's yesterday, the bulk pack.
Hey, during the holidays, they come up with different scented kind of dude wipes.
I like them.
Awesome.
I've had dude wipes
Awesome.
before. I think they had a nice cucumber scent one time. It was pretty good.
I got the peppermint one. My asshole's like a menthol right now.
They do have a menthol one. They have one with like menthol
Jesus,
in it.
of course they do. Of course they do.
So when you
Of course
wipe
they
your
do.
ass, your ass is kind of like tingling after you wipe your ass.
Wipes for everyday situations. Wet, beat dries, real shitty, Every dude reverse. Nice. Okay.
What do you? What?
Did you
I'm
just
reading
put a
what dude
sentence
wipes
together?
are. I've never heard. I'm reading this. I've never heard of this before.
You've never heard
You
of
can
dude
they
wipes?
sell them at Walmart, Kroger's, Target, Amazon.
Everybody
They
sells
have the-
dude wipes.
They have the extra large version too here. You can get the extra large version for $9.99. They come in a box that looks like tampons.
How big is your
No.
asshole that you need an extra large one?
It looks like Jay. It kind of
I'm
looks
not
like
getting 'em.
a flushable wipe. I think that's what it is. A flushable wipe.
It's a
They are
flushable wipe.
flushable. That's what
Yeah.
they said. It's flushable wipes. I'm a man.
No,
I'm
I
not
guess-
going
I
to use
guess-
wipes
I
on
guess-
my.
I guess Jay and Dave go total dry. So
Yeah.
you got
Yeah,
the
just some
bidet.
toilet paper.
Now, do you go front to back or back to front?
See, that's the debate. That's a debate. Just like which way does the toilet paper go? Does it go underneath or over? You know what I mean? That's a debate.
Oh, that's a good question.
I go front to back.
I do too, unless
Yeah,
you're
front
mad,
to back, front
Yeah,
to back,
front
front to
to
back,
back.
front to back, front to back.
unless you're mad at her, then go back to front and be like, "Hey, can I get some head lighter?"
On these.
Front to back, but I have a bidet, so I'm pretty much just dry.
You're just sitting there. You're just.
Yeah, do you
Oh.
drip? Do you drip dry, Keith, or
No, I pat.
Pat?
Oh,
Okay.
You have a
Keith-
special towel to pat with?
Keith, Keith might not have a gold toilet, but I think he's made it. It sounds like he's made
you
it.
made it. You made it. That is more luxurious than going to Disney World for lunch. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Bullshit. That was like $15-20. It is reusable.
So which way is the toilet paper supposed to go? It's supposed to go. You pull from
Over.
underneath or
Over.
over.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm an over guy.
Over. Because
If-
beards are cool, mullets are bad.
If
Right.
I come to your fucking house and I
like-
use your restroom and I see it under, I change it. It's over, goddammit.
It's over. Well, you're not going to come use my bathroom. I don't have a bidet, so
Yeah.
you're not allowed to come use my bathroom.
Maybe you could just reach into the toilet for him, Jay, and like
I'll tell you
splash it
what.
on him.
Well, I'll tell you
I
what.
mean,
Once you're
I'll
done
be
taking a
honest with
shit, you can come outside and I'll spray your ass with my hose.
You come over to my house. I don't expect you to take a shit in my house. So I hope you can,
Well, sometimes you got to go, bro. Sometimes you got to go.
I guess.
That's the expectation. I don't come to the house to.
Oh, I can shit anywhere. I'm fixing to nuke this thing. Sit tight.
Wally got a bathroom he don't even fucking use. He don't even go in that side of the house, but he don't want you to take a shit in it. Matter of fact, I'm looking at the fucking bathroom on the TV.
It's on that side. Yeah,
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one that's never used.
pretty much.
Oh man, dude.
That's
So
hilarious.
yeah, it is. So good. I'm glad. So that guy, he stole. And so what happened? He got arrested. Is that what happened to him?
Yeah, he got arrested and he finally just got sentenced like 2 weeks ago.
I was
What did
gonna
he do
say,
with the toilet?
how
he give
long
it
ago
back?
did he steal it? How was it?
It was 2019 when the bitch stole it.
Oh,
yep.
They slow in Europe.
2019. So he could have sold it since then and made $6 million.
He should have. Let me see. I'm reading the story right now. He stole
What did he do?
it.
Install it to his in his trailer home?
He stole it September 14th, 2019. He just got sentenced. The dude was 40 years old. He pleaded guilty to burglary, conspiracy, and transferring criminal property. So I mean, he must have stole the motherfucker. Sold it. He say at the time, right now it's worth $6 million US.
Right.
At the time that he stole it,
4.8.
3.6. It says.
No.
I don't know, 2.8
I
million,
took-
but
I took a
3.6
guess.
American.
2 million, 3 million, 4 million. I mean,
A million's a million. I mean, come on.
But
So
yeah,
he got sentenced. What do you get for stealing a fucking $6 million toilet?
it says it
Right,
don't
15
it don't say 5 million pounds. He returned down. It don't say how long he got, but it just say he got convicted after all this time.
Gotcha. I just saw a story this morning talk about people. I know Keith, me and you do a lot of Hard Rock betting. The streaker at the Super Bowl this year put a $50,000 bet on a streaker that it would happen. He was
You're
the
kidding.
streaker. He was
Yeah,
the streaker.
Yeah, he did it. He bet. Yeah, I saw that.
I saw it this morning when I was just kind of scrolling through stuff. He did the streaking, only got $1,000 fine, turned that $50K into $375,000.
They should
That's crazy.
They should have fucking forfeited the bet, but there's nothing saying that he couldn't beat the streak, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the bet
So
is.
you
is
can
there
bet
gonna
on
be
if someone's
one.
going to streak at the Super Bowl?
Not on Hard Rock. It's some of those overseas betting apps. You can bet shit like that, but on Hard Rock, it has to be related to the sport.
It's crazy. That's crazy. I can't imagine betting. Look at this. We're taking phone calls. We're taking live phone calls here, apparently.
I swear
we're
he
gonna-
had a fucking next tail. I swear he either beep, beep.
So check this out, guys. In Volusia County, we had a girl who faces charges for damaging a vehicle. All right. So she and her ex-boyfriend got into a fight, and she was not happy with the fight. So she decided that she's going to vandalize his car. I know we talked about it last week about how vandalizing sucks. We shouldn't be doing that. But she vandalizes her car, according to Volusia Sheriff's Office, and ends up being the wrong car. She vandalizes the car of his neighbor, and this is what she does. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's the picture of the car.
Oh my God.
Yep. And then, so she's 18 years old. She is 18 years old. She got into a fight. And when questioned, she admits that she was upset with her boyfriend and decided to spray paint and throw eggs, which she thought was his vehicle. Unfortunately, the vehicle in question belonged to his neighbor. According to the affidavit, the damage was worth around $700. Now, has any of you guys had a crazy ex-girlfriend that would do something just as crazy as this? But to you.
I mean, you talk about somebody that made it. If you said she just egged somebody's car, you've made it.
No. She spray painted it since you were busy having your own meeting over there on the phone.
I was.
That's what she did.
Oh.
Yes, and it was the wrong car. It wasn't even her boyfriend's car; it was her neighbor's car, and it was worth $700 worth of damage. And she now is in jail for 3 days with a $5,000 fine.
Who quoted that? Econo auto body? That's more than $700 for damage.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm telling you.
Without the spray paint, just the egg alone going to take the paint off the car.
You're gonna have to repaint the whole car. I mean,
Yeah.
You gotta repaint it. Yeah.
you're talking. It's at least $1,500.
Yeah, that's more than $700.
I mean, I've had some arguments with some ex-girlfriends, but I don't think I've ever dicked a girl down long enough to miss this Caucasian little wiener.
Well,
So
okay, all right, you know.
That's her right there.
In
She's
my
18 years old. 18 years old. And she lives in your neck of the woods there, Wally, in Deltona in Volusia County.
Yeah, they crazy as fucking Deltona. I'm not bullshitting.
They are. So anybody else here have a crazy ex-girlfriend that did some weird stuff? Stalking, anything like that? Key your car, pump your tires?
I used to have a saying to all my girlfriends back when I was a teenager before I got married. I got married at a fairly young age to my ex-wife. But before the end, I had a saying. Fuck with me, don't fuck with my personal stuff. Fuck with me. I'd rather for you to do whatever you're gonna do to me. But don't touch my car. My car did nothing to you. Right?
Yeah, but they just want to get you, man. They want to hit you where it hurts.
I had one ex-girlfriend. She knew where I hid my money in my car. So once
Why would you hide money in the car? Why would you hide money in the car?
I used to hide it next to the guns. And so so this particular day, I didn't have the money in the car. I just had the guns. This bitch broke into my car. She busted the window, broke in the car, broke the piece. I had a little hiding spot that I hid it, broke the piece and stole the guns. And nobody knew. Nobody knew. So I knew it was her who did it. And to this day, it's been 40 years and she's still denying it.
40 years. You still talk to her, your ex-girlfriend, 40 years later?
Absolutely not. But
a little bit of a stutter there.
Absolutely
Keith's
not, sir.
Keith's wife listening, going, "Excuse me."
But yeah, I know she fucking did it, and I cut ties with her that day because I called her, let her know. I know she fucking did it, and believe it or not, I got one of the guns back. About 5 years ago, I got one of the guns back and made it back to the police station. And Miami Metro Dade police called me and said, "Hey, we found a gun that you reported stolen." and they shipped it to Orlando. I went and got it and gave it to Kicks for Guns one time.
The closest thing I've ever come to an ex-girlfriend is I had someone, I had to be 20 years old, maybe a little bit younger. When we broke up, she just couldn't handle the fact that we broke up, and she just kept on stalking me. She would show up to the house a lot. Never vandalized any of my stuff, but she just was just like calling me all the time. She was psychotic, psychopath, and she was just like, she called me one time, and she told me that she was pregnant, just to kind of try to get us back together again, which wasn't true at all. Yeah, absolutely crazy. We were together, I would say, maybe 3 months. I would say maybe in that ballpark. You know what I mean? Crazy. But thank God I'd never had anybody vandalize my stuff. What about you, Wally?
He put that Ricky Ricardo on her ass.
No, I've never had anybody do anything like that. I've had, other things happen, but not vandalized, nothing like that. No.
Okay.
Yep. No, I was just arguments and just stupid, like, hey, whatever. So now what about the other shoe? Y'all ever gone like fucking batshit over a piece of ass?
That's what I was about to ask next. Which one of us are the psychopaths? Keith is turning his head. Sounds like Keith has a story.
I plead the fifth. This shit.
I gotta be.
I plead the fucking fifth.
I've gotten aggravated at my old ladies and done some stupid shit. Yeah, I have, but not.
You get aggravated at everything.
Exactly.
Putting it out there. You get aggravated at everything.
Not towards them, not physical harm or anything, but yeah, I mean, I've gotten pissed off about some stupid shit. I'm not the fifth on that too. So
I'm not the violent type, but I can get very vocabularic, if that's a word.
Vocabularic.
I can dig deep into Webster's to hurt your feelings.
That's about as far as I get. Where I'm cold hearted, where I'll say whatever, even if it's not true. All right, I'm gonna hurt your feelings now.
Reason I am married twice, because me and my ex-wife got into an argument on the football field as I was coaching, and I called a couple words out the Webster's that I shouldn't have called the person I was married to.
Well, think about it. For me, if you think I'm angry now, when I was 20 years old, yeah, it used to happen a little more often. So yeah, I could not very easily. As I've gotten older, I've tried to.
This is mellow. This is mellow. Is what it is. That's mellow. Can you imagine what he was like? Jesus.
I just got a picture of Keith yelling at his ex-wife while coaching a little league football game, calling a play like, "You whore, cunt, slut, bitch, on two."
Believe it or not,
I don't know that play. I don't know that play.
Some of them words that you said was included.
Oh, I've been that pissed off. I know what words. I know the trigger words.
So I'll say a year later, we was in divorce court. It was done.
Some
7-year-old like going, "What, coach?" Looking at his wrist. I don't have that.
I do get a little argumentative, and then I'm not an arguer. I'm not a fighter. I mean, you guys know me pretty well. We work together. I just kind of. That's what I do. I'm not a fighter, and I'll say, thank you, especially when the old lady brings me a.
Holy shit! Okay, you got me jealous. I need a refill.
Yell some of them words at your current wife. Hey, bitch, give me a drink.
No, I learned. I, like Wally, I've gotten older and much wiser.
Right.
So now I have learned breathing exercises.
Yes, I think that's what it is. You get a little bit older, you get a little bit wiser. When you're on your third marriage, such as me, you realize, well, there's a common denominator here, so perhaps I should calm shit down around here.
I've never been married.
There's probably a reason for that.
Probably, because I don't want to get married.
I got married for the first time when I was 22 years old, and probably the biggest mistake I ever made in my life, because I was still a hoe. Even though I had a wife, I still wanted other pussy. And, so I was young. I was 22 years old, and one woman just couldn't do it for me. She didn't have no ability.
Oh shit! You heard us. I was just kidding, Mrs. McGee. I was just kidding.
Miss McGee. No,
so sorry.
All right.
I was joking.
Thank you, baby.
Keith, do it. Say it. Call her name. Do it.
I just told you I'm a lot older and wiser. But
my first marriage, So my first marriage lasted 3 months. 3 months.
God
Um,
damn.
Yep, 3 months. I remember we went out to dinner one night, and I ordered myself a cocktail. You know, I like to dabble into cocktails. And then I finished my cocktail. Then my salad showed up, and then I ordered a second cocktail. And then when the second cocktail showed up, she literally took the bowl of salad that was in front of me. She threw it on top of me, and said, "I can't believe that you're going to be an alcoholic. And this is not what I got myself into." And I'm like, "I've only ordered 2 drinks. Only ordered 2 drinks."
It was
So-
the 18 you had before we went to dinner.
Yeah, well, that's not part of the story.
It's the
But-
beer that you cracked on the ride here.
So, needless to say, that marriage only lasted 3 months, and then you know, it is what it is.
You didn't have to get divorced. That was an annulment, right?
So the story for off air, but yeah, it was
Okay.
no annulment. It was an actual divorce. It was actually a fight.
Oh yeah.
to the
Yeah,
death.
so when I sit there and say I've never gotten married, you're like, oh, well, there's a reason for that. Well, but yeah, because I'm smart enough not to fucking go through that bullshit. Like, thank you.
I remember. I know I wasn't mature enough. I didn't realize this though until like 20 years later. But I know I wasn't mature enough to be married at the time, because we all know I'm a very finicky, particular eater. And
No, never heard of such a thing.
Don't put aioli on my fucking burger.
I can't remember what the meal was, but my wife felt like she was going to take care of her husband. She stopped, got me. This is my ex-wife. I had to be 23 years old. And we've been together, but we dated like 4 or 5 years before we fucking got married. So you should know what I like to eat, right? In my mind, that's what I thought. I never forget. She brought some shit home, and she said, "Baby, I got you something to eat. I know you worked all day. You're hungry." I was working on the real load at the time too. I hadn't even made driving yet. I just thrown the whole fucking route. So I'm tired. I want to eat. Aggravated. Miami ants been wasp biting and stinging me all day. So I open the plate and I see it was some shit I didn't like. And I swear I just told her last week I didn't like that. So I painted the whole living room wall with the plate.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah.
So you don't vandalize your ex's stuff. You vandalize your personal shit.
My
Well,
shit.
that's the way it should be. Well, that's the way it should be. If you're gonna vandalize something, you should vandalize your own thing. Because if you're pissed
It's
off,
like
break your own
riots.
stuff.
It's like riots.
break
When
up
you
the-
know, when riots break out, what do? They go to their own communities and they
And fuck up
vandalize
that.
their-
Yeah.
Exactly
fuck up their own
right.
shit. Same thing, you know. Hey,
That's
But
well, he's vandalizing his own stuff, which is the way it should be. You know, when riots break out, you should just destroy your own house, set your own house on fire.
so now I had to go buy some fucking paint and paint the wall inside the house. But
Shit.
oh god,
gave you
yeah,
more work to do.
but growth, and I remember I used to be young, strong, working on the back of a real load, he's strong as fuck, and I was still lifting weights. So one thing, this would taught me better than this. Whenever my ex-wife used to make me mad, I wouldn't hit her, so I just punch a hole in the wall.
I was about to ask the next question. How many of you guys punched a hole in the wall before,
Yeah,
or
I'm gonna tell you what, stop that shit quick. When you fuck around and hit that center beam.
They hit that stud, dude.
you right here?
When you punch that motherfucker, he ain't moving. Oh damn, I'm done with that shit.
Put the stud finder on the wall. I'm angry, but I don't want to get hurt.
Oh, there's the spot right there.
I broke my own windshield one time. I
How do
got
you
so
break
pissed
your
off.
How do
man.
you break your own windshield?
I got so pissed off with the chick that I was with, man. Fucking just, I wanted to hit something and just hit the fucking windshield and just.
So you punched the
smash it.
windshield?
Oh yeah, I smashed it.
At least that's free to replace.
Exactly. But
That's
I,
a-
just had
fair
to
enough.
get, she pissed me off so bad, dude. I wanted to break her fucking neck. So I was just reaction, man. I just went right to the windshield, just damn near put my hand through it, man.
Damn, how did you do that? That windshield was pretty thick, bro.
Dog,
That
I was
is.
pissed. I was
Did you
yeah.
break your hand?
How-
No, dude, I was. You're talking about being on the back of a garbage truck, man. There's different strengths, man. Like I remember, man, when I was on the back of a garbage truck, when I was on it every day, I could pick up washer machines and just throw them in the back,
Yes,
Yeah.
drop it like
yes.
it's nothing by myself. Like pick it up and just throw it back there like it was nothing. Like so, yeah, dude. Like things like that.
I can't do that shit now, but yeah.
Oh no, but back in the dude, I would pick up sofas and everything. By the time the driver got out, I was trying to get it into the hopper faster than before the driver got back there to help me because
But with the
double
sofa,
freak
it was
position.
technique though. What you do, you only drag
yeah.
one side and then put the first end and then use
Yeah, and then you just
the
flip
blade.
it up inside.
Yeah.
Just let the truck
why-
eat it.
Washer, dryers, all that stuff, dude. It was pick up, swing, and just throw it in there, dude. It was
Yeah. It's momentum. It was a technique.
Brute strength, man.
Man, I was a beast, man. I used to throw a whole fucking route, go home, eat. I'll eat like a 20-piece hot wing, then go play racquetball afterwards. I'd take me about a 2-hour nap, then go play racquetball or flag football afterwards every night.
Now the weekends, I could be functionable after work because I had worked and my muscles were moving and things like that. But as soon as I woke up Saturday mornings, there was times, man, where I couldn't even like
Stuck like this.
Yeah, you locked up.
Oh, just locked up,
Locked up.
the elbows hurt and everything, man.
Hey,
But,
who all remember the first day you ever worked on the real load and you go home and take a shower and they had to get help to get out the fucking shower because your whole body locked up in the shower.
I think I said that before. I was like, my first day, I'm like on the back. I'm like, that wasn't shit, man. I don't know what people bitch about. The next morning, I'm like, oh motherfucker, I can't move.
or you get the cramp in the calf.
Oh,
Yes.
In the night while you're sleeping. Oh my god, dude. That motherfucker will wake you straight up. You're like, oh my, oh, like you're trying to figure out how to get that thing straightened out. Oh my god, that's the worst thing to feel.
Hey, you get this bag that's fairly light, 10, 15 pounds. You pick the bag, you throw it in the hopper, and your hands stay just like this. Your arm never move. That bitch lock up like that.
Yep. Shit.
That's the good old days.
But
Yeah, I've
I
never experienced that. But I did do physical labor. I did drive a box truck.
we don't want to hear about your shit. This is garbage talk. You don't have to try to chime in and tell us what you used to do. Blah blah blah.
I mean, how do you mute Wally? Let me see. Can I mute him real quick?
No, how many times
Listen.
you've been home off after work, man, on being on the back of the truck all day, especially yard waste, and that motherfucking ant
Oh my god,
halfway home
that bitch done followed you home.
and hits you right in the nuts. That mother, it's like he's just drawn straight to it, man. And on the way home, man, you're trying to drive, but you're trying to. Man, that motherfucker boy, worst thing in the world, man. That ants, they will. Ooh,
That son of a bitch will sit there in your uniform all day and wait till you get almost home before he bites you.
Exactly. Oh my god. I remember being at a stop one time and we were picking up it was a move out pile I think it was a move out pile, and this dude ended up happening to be standing in the ant pile. Oh my god, that dude got butt ass naked on the side of the road as quick as he could because
you've never done that before.
I didn't have to get butt naked. No. But I felt him like, get to my knee level. This dude it was all over him, man. He was stripping everything off.
Listen, I sat on a goddamn bus bench. I'll never forget. I've always been courteous, right? I was on my way. I was in the 9th grade, 10th grade. I was going to work, and I had to catch a bus to work. And it was some older people. I let them, and when they got to the bus bench, I let them sit down. And I sat on the curb. I didn't know it was an ant bed next to the curb, right next to where I was sitting. So right there, Jay, this in Liberty City. This was on Northwest 7th Avenue and 67th Street.
All right.
Right in the middle of the hood, right? 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I got butt ass naked right in the middle of 7th Avenue, all the way to my balls, because knocking them ants off, because they was all in my underwear.
You look like one of them dope fiends, man, tripping out on track, just taking everything off and just waving everything around, huh?
Holy shit.
That's fucking classic. Hey, we're talking about crazy exes and stuff. Just real quick, got it right. Tomorrow, 18-year anniversary with my wife, Denise.
You got it right, baby.
Hell yeah, 18 years?
18 years married, 23 together.
Nice.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, man. Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations. I can't say the same. I think I'm going on 10 years, but not married right now.
My wife and I have been married now for 5 years. April. Oh shit, my anniversary coming up next month. Fuck. I forgot all about it. God damn, my anniversary next month.
Comes around really fast, doesn't it? All right, boys and girls, we're at the top of the hour. You're listening to the FLA Trash Talkers. You can watch us every Sunday live on YouTube at 10 a.m. or follow us on Instagram. We have so much more to talk about. Such a great show. We still have to come up. What was JFK an inside job? Dave's world famous game, the March Madness. Let's talk about that, guys. What's going on? Oh, we got Deion Sanders contract. Let's talk about the Deion Sanders contract. That has me a little intrigued here about Colorado or Milwaukee or something like that. What's going on with that, guys?
Christ.
The Milwaukee Buffaloes.
What's going on with Deion Sanders?
Bro, okay, what's y'all opinion on this? I know y'all heard about it. Everybody but Jay probably heard that Deion Sanders just re-up for $5 million, 5 years, $54 million.
Yeah.
$29.5 million.
What?
No, it's
That's
54
what it says
million.
right here.
No, that's 54 million, buddy.
10 million. Like,
Nah, yeah, you
Wrong
read it
article.
wrong.
Yeah.
He's tied as the
I'm
fifth
just gonna
highest.
I'm gonna excuse myself real quick.
He's tied.
Sanders Dion.
He's like, did you say Colonel Sanders?
Man, I'm getting a little hungry for some chicken.
Listen, he's not angry no more. He's dying laughing.
Oh shit.
But okay, I love Deion. Absolutely phenomenal player when he played. I know Wally absolutely loved him probably a little more than me because he's a stinking ass Seminole.
He is a Seminole. Florida State, baby. Yes, sir. The best
But-
athlete ever to come through the NFL and college football.
I don't know. Bo Jackson was pretty fucking good too, bro.
I know he was they're 1 and 2. But for me, Deion's better because he went to Florida State. So go Knowles.
Okay, but Deion just got a 5-year extension, $54 million, which make him the fifth high. He's tied with somebody else as the 5th highest paid college coach. Kirby Smart being the number 1. Kirby Smart in Georgia being number 1.
Is Kirby number 1? It's over $2 million.
Kirby is like 13 point something this season.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know Jimbo, when Jimbo went from Florida State to Texas A&M, it was a 10-year, $100 million contract. Something
Right.
like $10 million.
So that's like 10 million a year. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and that was supposed to be one of the top. So, yeah, Deion. Look, so I saw a report, and I don't know if it's accurate or true, but I guess LSU was kind of talking to Deion, trying to get him to go to LSU.
Really?
I saw somebody on Twitter put before that came out, it said Dion to LSU, you heard it here first.
Yeah.
So that's why
Colorado locked him in.
that makes sense because he's 13 and 12 in 2 seasons. That's not $54 million worth, bro.
No,
No.
but for him, this is the best time to cash in because so throughout his coaching career, who has he had with him?
His sons,
And
Travis Hunter.
Travis Hunter. So now they leave. So now you're really going to see what he's actually made of as far as the coach. So
I
locking
predict
in
he's
this
going to do
deal-
better.
I was
I
just
think-
going to say, he's probably going to do better now that, you can say what you want. He was probably trying to make his kids the center focal point. Now
Yeah.
he's got the whole team where, hey, we're going wide open.
I honestly believe he's going to be a better coach because like you said, I love Deion like everybody else. I would
Yeah.
never bash Deion. He's a Florida guy, all the way through from motherfucking Fort Myers. But he was playing daddy ball, bro. In every one of his college coaching gigs, he played daddy ball.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see. So we're going to find out how much of a coach he really is, because the one thing about his son, being there every day, his sons, because one of them played safety or corner.
Safe.
Or safety? I thought
Safety,
it was corner. Okay.
So when you have, and I'm sure Travis was part of it too, where they would come in to his house and that's what they would talk all the time. You know what I'm saying? So is he going to have that kind of relationship with these players? Now that he's those players are moving on. He's got a new crop coming in. Now he does have excellent assistant coaches. I mean, he's got, Warren Sapp, I believe, is there. He's got, some NFL players.
He
That's
just
all
got. There's a new coach just came.
He just got Marshall Falk for the running
Marshall
back.
Falk. That's
Yep.
what it is. I'm looking it up now. Marshall fucking Falk.
So, I mean, he's got something building there. He's like Saban, in my opinion. Saban got down, and even Bobby Bowden, to a certain, when he got later on in his career, they're figureheads. It's basically they're running a business, right? So it's not the day-to-day coachings. It's are you setting up the meetings? Is everything falling in line? Is everything flowing smoothly? You're not I mean, I'm sure he does, periodically get out there, but it's not his full-time job.
Right.
So you got to have great assistants around you to make those areas stronger. You're the guy that just kind of facilitates. Recruits are coming in. You got NIL deals you're working with.
Man.
You're so focused on all the other things that it is really set up really perfect for him, because he is such a big magnetic figure in the NFL, and his resume as being one of the greatest players of all time. I mean, dude, you're constantly going to be having meeting conversations. And
if this transfer portal is a motherfucker. I'm still trying to figure out, do I like it or not? But it benefits the University of Miami. So right now I'm on the fence that I like it, because it damn sure benefited UM the last couple of years. But with the transfer portal, and you got people like Marshall Falk as the running backs coach, Warren Sapp as the D-line coach. If I was in high school or another college, that's what, if I played these positions, man, this fucking Hall of Fame was going to be coaching me. Yes, I need that.
Got guys that lived it.
Yeah.
Same thing in North Carolina. You look at North Carolina with Bill Belichick, dog. I mean, if you're a kid coming out of high school and Bill Belichick is picking up the phone and calling you, you're going to tell me you're not going to be interested to go play for one of the greatest, not just coaches, but GMs of all time in the NFL. I mean, dude, it's kind of the same thing. That's what North Carolina's doing. They see it, with Colorado, and with Deion's doing. He's bringing in all his.
He's doing it.
I think is Ed Reed. I think some kind of a.
No, Ed Reed was going to coach Bethune-Cookman.
He was at Bethune, but then I know
he left. I don't think he's doing nothing now.
No, I thought it was a couple. I thought it was a couple other coaches or ex-players.
Weren't they saying Ray Lewis to like FAU or FIU?
He is. Ray Lewis is coaching one of those schools. I think it's FAU.
I think it is FAU.
Ray Lewis is the head coach at FAU. Michael Vick is an HBCU in Virginia now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you got all these ex-players now trying to be coaches and stuff. And for Colorado, it makes sense. I mean, if you haven't been relevant in years, and now that you got Deion there.
Hey, listen, Colorado haven't been relevant since Cordell Stewart played.
I think it's 92, 93.
Slash.
He was fucking good back there. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
One of my guys I went to high school with, I'm looking it up now. He's the assistant head coach and the running back coach. So I don't know if he might just be the assistant head coach now. So he's right under Deion in Colorado. Him and I went to fucking high school together.
Damn.
Well, so what's your opinion on the deal? You don't think they should have done it, or?
I love Deion, right? Deion was hurting for money, so I don't think he did it for money. I think Colorado did it to try to keep him there, which after I finish my opinion, I don't think that's going to guarantee to keep him there either. But it was a good look, because now recruiting wise, at least recruits say, okay, I got Coach Prime there, I got Warren Sapp there, I have Marshall Falk there, Garrett Harrell there, and every other fucking celebrity that's on the sideline of a home game, right? So I can that's networking. I can network. If I need help, I can call Michael Irvin if I'm a wide receiver. I can call Warren Sapp if I'm a D tackle. But 13 and 12, bro. And what they in the Pac-12, right?
Big 12. I don't think the
Still,
Pac-12 is around anymore.
still soft though. The softest fucking division in D1 football. It's
No,
the,
it's
it's
granted,
the-
yeah. There's not a whole lot of competition. Don't get me wrong. I mean, you're playing what UCF, you're playing Houston, you're playing.
yeah, it's the softest division in D1 college football. And
I think that's what you're saying, right, Keith? It's the softest division, and there's not much competition, and you're barely above 500.
yeah, come on, man. You one game over 500.
Yeah.
Yeah, but once again, it's not. So for Colorado, okay, maybe for the next 5 years they are 2 wins over 500, and they might make the playoffs 1 year. The advertisement, the media coverage that you're getting with Dion being there,
Oh yeah. The
it's
school's
worth
gonna make out. The school's gonna make
Oh,
out.
the apparel.
Listen, the
the-
school already made it
you
with
know,
the national games.
Yeah.
When last time you seen a fucking national game, Colorado on the national TV schedule before Dion got there?
And
Yeah.
then Dion's, he's Dion's Dion. He's got swag, right? I mean, a lot of people like, he's kind of like Jordan to a certain degree.
Look good, play good.
They people follow him, so whatever he's wearing, if he's wearing Colorado stuff, man, the
He's a
sunglasses-
master promoter for sure.
I remember
Exactly.
when he first
So-
got there, he was wearing these sunglasses. And he wore them on the sideline a couple times. Every fucking body I saw now had them sunglasses on.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I mean, so for the college to spend $10 million a year, that's nothing. They're gonna triple that. They're gonna triple that with him.
But they're gonna make it. The games are sold out.
Mm.
Their home games are sold out.
You got
They were-
Lil Wayne. You got so many celebrities. Rock. So many celebrities that are coming out on the sidelines for these games and stuff like that, dude.
But they showed the audience, the attendance at home games before Prime got there, and it was only students and some alumni, the parents who want to see their kids play. But
Yeah,
now,
It actually reminded me of USC, man. And that's the thing about, man, if USC could get shit going. I remember, when USC had, Reggie Bush and those guys, man, when they were clicking, man, when Pete Carroll was there,
they were cheating though.
whatever, but they all cheat. I mean, I don't
They
give
were
a shit
cheating.
about that.
And that's the reason why
Ah.
Pete Carroll got the fuck out of the NFL. He was cheating his ass off.
Hey, whatever. That was a great fucking team. I love watching that team play. I wasn't a USC fan.
Same thing as Harbaugh. That's the reason Harbaugh in the NFL. He was cheating his ass off
Mm.
So,
in
whatever.
Michigan.
Everybody's cheating. If you ain't, it's like racing, dude, in NASCAR. They say if you ain't trying to cheat, you ain't trying to win.
If I heard something this week that one his head assistant or one of his assistants in Michigan is going to fucking jail, they were cheating so bad.
Well, whatever.
Yeah.
He got a national championship out of it. But when USC was clicking, they would have Will Ferrell, they would have
Mhm.
Snoop, they would have all of these celebrities and everybody on the sidelines, man. And it just so for Colorado, man, I mean, like I said, that's chump change on the money they're gonna make why Dion's there. He's just gonna be a popular guy, and everything he does, everybody's gonna follow.
Question: what's the over under that Dion staged there the entire 5 years?
It depends on his record. I mean, now that his kid's gone, there's no reason for him really to leave.
He won't Florida State.
I-
Florida State is
I was going to say if Florida State opens up, then there's an opportunity.
yeah. Florida State is his dream job.
Well, of course. And you can, there's, he said some stuff and things in the past about Florida State, and he's upset because, they went with Mike Norvell. But trust me, if he has an opportunity to be the head coach of Florida State, I think he would take it. Mike Norvell's done a great job. Last year was a shitty year. He missed on the, portal.
Last 2 years.
Last year was the year he missed. The couple of years before that, dude, he hit. He had defensive ends going into the NFL, first round draft picks. He's hit on running backs, wide receivers. Last year was he missed. I think this year last year they went with more going to schools like Alabama, Georgia, some of these top schools, and trying to get their transfer, portal guys. But the reason why they're in the transfer portal is because they're not getting playing time, and they're not getting playing time because they're not good enough to be getting.
They're not that caliber.
Right. So
Yeah.
when you go towards those guys, you're most likely there's a reason why they're where they're at. When you go to the lower schools and you see those guys that are coming up trying to get into bigger schools, those guys are still hungry. They're still trying to prove themselves. And I think that's what Norvell and them at Florida State has done this year. That's what they've done in the past that made them successful. Now, that being said, Norvell can't go 2 more years like this. It's not going to happen.
It'll be a Deion Sanders invitation.
They're redoing the stadium. They're adding another big ass jumbotron. And I know y'all aren't Florida State fans, but man, when you are at Doak at night and that place is lit up and it's that roar chant's going.
My daughter lives 2 blocks away. You know, one of my daughters lives in Tallahassee. She lives 2 blocks away from Doak. I hate Florida State with all my fucking heart, but that is a beautiful ass campus. Especially Doak. Doak is beautiful, man.
Oh yeah. So and when Doak is going, it's a special place. So Norvell can't. If Norvell struggles the next couple of years, and some of the hirings and everything that he's made this year is I think are improvements, and I think they're gonna have a better year. But yeah, I could see Deion. I could see Deion ending up at Florida State eventually.
3 years, I give him.
And Mario Cristobal, when he left Oregon, I just read this because I was comparing different college head coaches' salaries. When he left Oregon, he was making the right change at Oregon. I think he had 1 year left on his Oregon contract, and UM paid him $22 million his first year with UM because he had to give. That's because 9 of that went right back to Oregon for breaking the contract and what he owed on his contract. So basically, the other schools had to buy out the contract.
Oh well, yeah. Oregon, I guess, was playing hardball with that. Usually, when the coach leaves, the other school pays because it's guaranteed, and then the school they're going to usually get a decrease in. They don't have to pay as much because the other schools paying.
Yeah, Oregon must have said fuck that because he owed $9 million back to Oregon contract, so UM had to add that to his first year salary. So basically, UM gave him $22 million his first year with them. 9 of it went straight to Oregon.
Because Jimbo's still getting paid from Texas A&M. You won't see. You probably won't.
Jimbo's still getting paid. Jimbo's probably still getting paid at Florida State.
No, that contract ended, but he signed a 10-year, $100 million contract. So I think he was only 4 years into his Texas A&M contract when they released him. So you're talking 6 more years at $10 million a year. Would you be working? Hell no.
Nope. I'm gonna tell you another motherfucker that got paid too. The coach before Jimbo at Florida State. What's it? The black guy? I can't think of his name.
Willie Taggart.
Oh my God! Google Willie Taggart.
That was after Jimbo.
Google Willie Taggart.
That's when it all went down.
No. The amount of money he had made and got fired. He went to South Florida, over in Tampa.
FAU.
FAU got a huge contract there too before he got fired.
Yeah, and they fired him there.
Yeah.
Florida State's worst hiring. That was the worst hiring. Don't even bring that up. Anyways, all right. So what else is going on?
I seen Jay adjusting the mic, so I know he's ready to change gears. Let's go.
Oh, I was just over here listening to you guys talk about things I don't understand. And
so that should lead you into Deadpool or whatever the hell they want to talk about.
Oh my God.
Deadpool. No.
Before we leave Doak Campbell's in Florida State, October 4th, my Hurricane's gonna whoop up on your state. We going?
Whatever. Yeah, I plan on it. Yeah.
Let's go, bro. That's my oldest son's birthday, so it'd be one of the boys' trip. And Jay, when the schedule, I usually make it. It's tradition for me and my sons now. We go to the first Miami Dolphins home game.
Okay.
You got to come, baby.
Well, let's do it.
Dave, I know you don't really have a team. I think you're a Green Bay fan.
Yeah, he is.
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
That's not an NFL team, motherfucker.
Oh, I'm a Green Bay guy. Yeah, so you're right. You're right. I wasn't listening to what you were talking about.
Y'all invited to come. We can do a podcast in the parking lot tailgating
The Dolphins are barely an NFL team.
at the Dolphins' first home game.
Calm down with that.
We can do our podcast while we tailgating at UM. I mean, at the Dolphins' home game.
We definitely have to have some good mics because it gets really loud.
Yeah, man. Where I tailgate at, they get crunk. I be dead drunk before you walk in the fucking gate in the stadium.
All right, coming up next we have
From Dallas, Texas, the flash, apparently official, President Kennedy died at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time.
So, Dave, you got a conspiracy on the JFK assassination?
I guess not so much a conspiracy on the JFK thing. Just kind of, it's interesting. I've been dabbling in a little bit, but then I saw a report saying out of the 96 televised campaign trail for this election, that okay, so rewind. I guess the JFK thing that everybody's confirming. Yep, it was an inside job. We did it. The CIA knew about it, and set it up. What's that?
The Secret Service.
Secret Service. Yeah.
They said the driver did it.
Yeah, so they say it was all CIA set up, and they were talking about it was the only one on this current campaign with Trump out of 96 televised campaigns. God damn it, I'm drawing a blank on my word. You know where he goes and gives the town hall speeches and
the rallies.
Rallies, yeah, that's where I was looking for. Out of the 96 he did, only one was televised by CNN, and it was the one where the shooter hit him in the ear.
Assassination attempt.
Yeah. So I was just like, huh, is it really? Is it Keith being the dead? Yes. I mean, it's just weird. Okay.
Funny that that's the one that they showed, and that's the one that was assassination attempt, and are a lot of these hits. I mean, yeah, dude, our government is not the.
Yeah,
our government's evil. Dude.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah,
they're ruthless. They're almost a gangster mentality. They'll take you out. I'm sure they had a part in taking out Martin Luther King Jr.
Yeah,
part in taking out.
I was always told that that was like playing together, the MLK and JFK.
So I mean, our government for years has been. I mean, shit. They got special ops going throughout this world right now.
The world.
Yeah, we don't know about that. They're taken out. So, I mean, our government is, especially when we're talking about it at our level, man, they are the gangsters of all gangsters because they can do whatever the hell they want.
Exactly. You kind of get in their quote unquote crosshairs, and you're getting something that's going to expose something. Lights out, baby.
Oh, I've said this on this show before that we get all the hoorah and yelling and screaming on fucking TV, but no matter what side of the party they sitting on, fuckers go get drunk together after the cameras turn off.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm sure they do that.
That's politics. But dude, there's supposedly a Clinton hit list. So if
gonna bring that up.
Somebody was going to report something that the Clintons had done. Somehow they mysteriously died, 2 days later.
They disappeared or something like that. Yeah.
Things like that. So, so there's always those conspiracies. There's always things that are going on, and some of it's true. And I would imagine when we hear it, it sounds so far fetched that sometimes we're just yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
But the reality of it probably is true that it is actually happening. I mean, look, it took us this long to start, actually seeing the footage of the, Secret Service driver turn around, and there's something in his hand as he's turning around driving, and you can see Kennedy's head go, and that's, if you watch the movie JFK, that was the one thing they focused on was, head going from,
back into the left,
back to the
into the left,
and when you see that video, it looks like it makes sense. Now it's not clear. It's green.
So y'all saying Lee Harvey Oswald didn't do it from the building?
No, there's all kinds of stories about there was 15 Harvey Oswald spotted in different places throughout the world at that time.
Well, Leo, I was always under the impression that it was, yes, our government allowed him to do it, but they didn't do it. That they knew he had plans. They already had the intel that Lee Harvey Oswald was going to do it. And Lee Harvey Oswald had Cuban connections.
Lee Harvey Oswald wasn't smart enough to pull a plot off like this.
He was part of some Cuban, because his name is Lee Harvey Oswald, but if you go back to his lineage, he has a lot of Cuban family members. And everybody know Cubans hate Democrats and Kennedy.
You think it's like the what we kind of talked about on previous shows where they're just dumbing us down for shit, like the what was that movie back in the day? It was like the Manchurian Candidate or something, where he's
that shit. Yeah, exactly. Manchurian Candidate let you know that the government controls everything.
Yeah, so I mean, just
even to who we fucking vote for.
Yeah. Yep. So I said, I just saw that. I was like, oh, that's interesting that CNN only broadcasted one live rally, and it was the one where it happened to be a shot taken at President Trump, because
they knew which one what was going to happen.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So
yeah, there's kinds of conspiracies with the government and things like that, man. It's pretty wild, dude. I mean, and it's sad because you trust your government. Like we sit there and rah 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 USA, right? Like we're proud to be Americans and things like that. But
right.
When you hear stuff like that, man, it's like, are we really that fucking evil? And are we really rooting for the good guys? Hitler was Time Magazine's Man of the Year one year.
That was some crazy shit.
Really, I didn't know that.
Yes, he was back during the Holocaust time. He was.
So was he really a bad guy, or was it they like? There's so many stories, man, and it can go either way, and you could get down these wormholes.
Dog. Hitler was killing motherfuckers. Yeah, he was a bad guy.
I was gonna say, when you're trying to wipe out a whole generation, or,
he was killing motherfuckers.
A race, not a race, the whole
I know that.
Yes.
I know. I get that.
Yeah. Motherfuckers throwing bitches in the gas chamber, dog. I think that's in the bad category.
But what about all the good things he was doing?
Yeah.
I'm sitting there saying there's always a spin.
The most important part is I'm pretty sure that Hitler had a bidet.
And a gold toilet.
Oh shit. Yeah, I said, I mean, go ahead, Wally.
I'm just there's so many stories, there's conspiracy theories. I mean, who really knows what the truth actually is, man? So I mean, you just kind of you hear it, you move on. I mean, back in the day, I remember growing up, being around my grandparents and my grandparents' friends and things like that, where they were talking about the JFK assassination and Martin Luther King, and all those things were like big events that happened, and it carried over from generation to generation, and everybody talked about it and what really happened, who really killed who, what was really going on,
because it happened right before we was born, a few about 5 or 6 years before we was born, so that's the reason why too. It was still relevant when your grandparents.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So you heard all those stories, and then now you're starting to see some of the videos come out, the Secret Service guy, turning around driving a limousine, and the magic bullet theory never made sense. I mean, how does that work, where it goes through the neck, comes down,
right,
and the wrist comes back down, and I think
well, that kind of shows you that there's more than one shooter. Otherwise, that bullet went this way, that way.
Yeah, I'm sure they had marksmen everywhere, and the last guy, if none of those guys actually took out the target, he was the last one,
right?
And he made sure that he took the target out. But yeah, I mean, there's just, when you go down that path, man.
But wasn't his wife in that car with him? Wasn't?
Yep.
Jackie.
Yep.
So she would have seen if the driver shot him.
Yeah, and you think she would have said anything? They just killed her.
Oh, they silenced her.
President.
Yeah,
dude. If she said anything, she already knew, and she had kids.
She got remarried. She got remarried less than a year after. By the way,
really,
Jackie? Yes.
Yeah, I think what they said, that you see her holding JFK because he'd been hit in the throat by a
Right.
bullet,
Yes.
and then that's when the driver turns around and hits him in the head.
Yeah.
So,
The kill shot.
yep.
Well, speaking about government theories or conspiracy theories, the World Economic Forum. You can look this up on YouTube. This is real. There's a 16-page article with a table of contents. So there's population control. Well, there's a lot of people out here, right? This document here talks about how there's going to be that COVID was planned by the government for
I believe that.
population control.
I believe
And it didn't work. So now they're planning in 2030, a cyber attack that will cause a power grid shutdown worldwide for 2 weeks. And in those 2 weeks, you're going to lose water, food, electricity, everything. And now you have to fend for yourself for,
For
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
That's nothing.
Yeah, I've gone without power for 2 weeks before.
So
For the entire country.
for 2 weeks for the country shut down with COVID, man, for fucking.
Yeah, but the water
months.
filtration, so the water didn't shut down.
Okay, but for 2 weeks, you can figure out.
Yeah.
Now, if
Co-
they're gonna do, no, go ahead, dude.
I was just saying, COVID hit and everybody lost their mind. I couldn't find any fucking toilet paper anywhere for months, and fucking just waffle
we're
stop
going-
and hot deuces down the fucking drain in the shower.
We're going to Keith's house and we're going to get the bidet.
Get the bidet,
Yeah,
baby.
that's exactly what we're doing.
You don't need power for the bidet, goddamn.
You,
You
you
need
don't
fresh
need,
water.
you don't need toilet paper, but if you don't have power, there's no power pumping the water to the through the
In 1992, when Hurricane Andrew hit Miami, I went over 2 weeks, like 2-3 weeks without power.
2-3 weeks without power.
In 1992, you remember Hurricane Andrew? You was there.
Yeah, I remember. I was there for that. But what I'm saying is that 2 weeks the water pump stops. So now the water filtration system stops. So now when you're drinking faucet water, you're going to drink sewer water because that's all that's coming out. There's nothing's being filtered. No one's our factories that are doing our food, and that's all going to come to a stop.
So what?
People are going to start looting. People are going to start, chasing after each other. So is this a government thing? Well, let me look at this.
For
again.
come on, 2 weeks. So
Maybe I read it wrong. Hold on.
Listen,
Let me
it'll be
go
a-
to the table of contents
If
of
it's
this
2 months-
16-page document from the.
4 months.
Listen, it'll be a miserable motherfucker for 2 weeks, but we can do
Right.
it.
Yeah.
Page 8. Excuse me, it's on page 8. Let me get to page 8 real quick here.
Listen,
Hey,
something's
Craig.
happening because whatever happened to my Twitter or X, whatever you call it, my algorithm's all fucked up. I don't know where Green Bay Packers went and the porn star bitches went, but it's
No.
fucking
it's
all
I got-
conspiracy theories.
all coming together.
Listen, I deleted my motherfucking Twitter account because I told y'all before I was only on Twitter for one reason.
Yeah.
I read
Okay.
it wrong. Sorry. 2 months. 2 months.
Yeah, okay, now that makes sense.
Yep, 2 months. I'm sorry. I read it wrong.
I
And it's right
deleted
here.
my-
You guys can look it up. And if you want to fact check me, you guys can fact check me. I know we talk a lot of trash on this show, but this is coming from the World Economic Forum. You can look that up. It's a government website, and they actually have their plan for the future 2030 right here. And I printed the whole damn thing out before they deleted it off the website.
Yes.
2 months. 2 months.
so,
2
yeah.
months without electricity. 2 months without water. 2 months without food coming.
So what's your question, man? Like, so is there a secret society out there that tries to control things, and so COVID
Well,
was
do we
a
think
way-
it's actually a government thing like JFK, 9/11, and now this possible thing happening in 2030?
So COVID basically wiped out what? It wiped out the older generation. A lot of old people
Right.
died. So is it a way to control the population? Is what you're basically trying to get?
Yeah, that's my question. Are we trying? Is the
So-
government trying to control the population?
So do we know that there are a secret society that supposedly, when we're talking about conspiracies now, that actually they meet once a year and they kind of predict and control what's going to happen throughout the world? There's like banks, there's families, there's people that get together supposedly, and they predict and figure out what's going to happen throughout the freaking world.
And if you're listening, I want to get on that committee. That sounds pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
There's a
so
show called Paradise on Hulu. I want y'all to watch it. It basically damn near what we talking about, called Paradise. It's on Hulu. It's a really good eight episode series. Just came out a few months ago, and I finished it a couple weeks ago.
So yeah, so I mean, so in 5 years, could you see the government figuring out a way? I mean, who's to say that, you know, the fires in California wasn't a way to kind of control population?
We talked about that. We
Like I
talked
say,
about that.
I think it was.
We talked about that was how they're clearing the landscape for the smart city.
Right. So
Yeah.
I mean, so is the government capable of doing something like this? Yeah. I mean, yeah. Are they going to wipe out, you know, the entire East Coast? Are they going to wipe out the grid to, you know, a certain population in the Midwest and maybe somewhere in Asia and here or there? Who the fuck knows? Could it happen? Yeah, it could happen. If it does, hey man, survival of the fittest at that point, I guess, because there's going to be some starving motherfuckers. And sorry, Jay, I'm coming to your house, and I already know what you have, and I'm going to take you fuck out. So
Well, you don't know what I have. You don't know what. First of all, you don't know what I have. You don't know what I have. All right,
Damn.
I lead you on to believe. I leave you. You don't know about all the.
So don't talk. Then don't talk, because
Listen,
it doesn't matter.
When you walk up to my house, I'm not going to tell you about the 17 bazookas I have aimed at you guys.
You
okay?
ain't gonna know, because
Jay,
I ain't saying. Jay,
it's all
hey, I'm
censored.
here.
It's all censored. It's all censored. It's motion
Wow.
censored. As soon as it could be a rat that's walking across my, put a little possum.
I ain't never been in the Navy SEALs, but I'm gonna be a Navy SEAL motherfucker that day.
Hey, Wally, I only give this. I only ask this because you're closer to Jay than anybody else. You'll get there before all of us. Leave the smoke. I just want the smoker.
Okay, that's fine. I don't need that. I'm taking all his fucking MIE
I don't need that shit.
I don't have
water.
I have ravioli, canned ravioli.
This motherfucker glass stay full.
I also have a bunch of truffles there for my ravioli.
I don't want that. My system ain't. I can't eat that rich shit. But that smoke I want it.
I'm with Wally on that one. I don't know what you have or don't have, and not just you, Jay, or Wally, or Keith. I don't know what you have. I just know after I put a round through you, you don't need it anymore.
Exactly.
Fair enough.
Whatever you got left, I'm gonna take.
Exactly.
I told y'all my plan. I'm going down the fucking block, but I'm just going to everybody's backyard, dude.
So listen. All, right, all this shit happens. All this shit happens, right?
Mhm.
How long does it take you, Jay, Wally, Keith, to lose your mind and be like, all right, I can't take it. It's time. I'm locked and
No,
loaded.
as soon as it happens, you have to start making that plan, and within the next 3 or 4 days, start catching motherfuckers off guard, and that's when you start popping them, and that's when you're gathering their shit. You can't wait.
That brings me.
You can't wait for everybody to be starving, because
Right.
everybody by that time is going to be on guard. So
Yeah.
you have to do it early. You have to go in and start popping motherfuckers. Bam, 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 taking them out right away.
Sounds like somebody have put some thought in this shit before.
Yeah, it sounds like to me. So that was actually going to bring me to my next question: is what is on a if it was a real life situation, right? Like an apocalypse, whether it be the cyber attack or whether it be World War III or whatever. What is your bug out? What is your survival technique? What is your bug out bag if you have to leave? What's inside there? We all know that Keith has his bidet in his bag.
I don't have anything in my bag. What I'm going to do is exactly
Take
what
other
I
people's
said.
bags.
I'm going to start popping motherfuckers as soon as it happens. I'm not waiting around, because, dude, even if I have some supplies,
He's a Negan. He's a Negan of The Walking Dead. He's just gonna start popping people.
Yep.
Well, dude, if I've got supplies to last me for a week or two, I'm not going to wait for that supply to go down before I get hungry and starving to do shit.
Yeah.
I'm
Next
gonna-
Thursday, we're out of food. We need to.
Yeah. No, I'm
Okay.
going right now, and I'm taking motherfuckers out, and I'm gathering their shit to get my 2 weeks to now 3 months. You see what I'm saying? So, and I'm not waiting for y'all to sit there and go, man, these motherfuckers are starting to starve. They starting to, okay, these guys are, okay, so now they're going to start coming around trying to take my shit and getting armed and ready. No, motherfucker, I'm coming when everybody's still fat and happy. And hey,
Would
I'm
you-
going to a.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead, Dave.
I was gonna say, would you build like an allegiance with somebody? Because, like,
No,
okay,
no. I've seen
No,
enough of
because
those programs.
that it's because at some point, if you can't make it through,
At
and
least this
those
shit is
days
done.
start, you're gonna be looking at each other, motherfucker, and every night you go to bed, you're gonna go, "Is this the night this motherfucker tries to take me out?" Because
What I would do is I would find someplace secluded, right? I'd find someplace very secluded where it's just me, my wife, maybe my kids.
your
I'm
wife,
determined.
no,
I'm determined
no,
about the kids.
no,
No
because
kid,
your
no
wife
wife.
will turn on your wife will turn on you too. If she
Ah,
starts to
she's
starve,
little. I'll take her out. So
Yeah, you're right. My
you
wife,
think
when,
you- you
when
think-
my wife
you think
get
you're gonna
angry, when she get angry, she just, man, oh goddamn.
you think you're gonna take she's gonna take you out before you even think about it. She's gonna be three
I know
steps
because
ahead of you, dude.
women are evil. Women are evil. They've already thought about how they're taking us
That's
out
what I'm saying, dude. They're
right
already
now.
thinking about
Right
it.
now, they
They're
all
already
know.
thinking
They all
about it.
know. They all know that they want to take us out, and they've thought about how they're going to kill
Oh.
us. Right, but they don't do it because apparently they love us. But when the shit hits the fan,
Time out. Have anybody noticed the new and improved Angry Wally? I
know.
I know. I said to myself, damn, I'm gonna whisper this because I don't know how loud he has it up. I said, damn, my dog haven't been outside all day to puff on a black. And I thought about his living arrangements. So he did the whole show from inside the house.
Don't
This
mean
guy
I don't
just
want
went-
to.
this guy, Wally just went. Man, I hope my girl's not listening right now.
No, it's all good. No, but for
I
real,
even
dog,
have a queued up
if-
song for Wally. This is Wally's angry Wally song. Whenever he goes on a tirade. That's this.
Is that Red Hot Chili Peppers?
It is not the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
God, that's
no,
racist.
but when you're on
That's all I
survival
knew.
mode, when you're on survival mode, dude, there's dude, I don't want my kids to be near me. Because I don't want them to be, because look, you start starving, like real life shit. Like if you watch that, 1892 and
Well, you didn't eat your kids.
Yellowstone, hey man, you don't know what people will actually fucking do when they're starving and things actually happens, man. So I mean, dude, I would rather be by myself, just trying to survive and do my own thing.
I'm a little
Have to-
different. I taught all my sons how to shoot guns, so I'm gonna have everybody come live with me so we can defend this motherfucker together and conquer the whole subdivision.
See, I'm not even
Well,
doing
so-
that. My boys can shoot all that good stuff, and so I'm gonna go try and take over. Like, I mean, I know there won't be any power, but there's a lot of canned goods. I'm gonna go try and fortify a Sam's Club or something.
I mean, my kids are in the Air Force. I mean, they all know how to handle weapons.
Yeah.
My daughter's
well,
an MP, so I mean, yeah. Yes, I would love for her to be on my side to help me out.
Mm.
But
Hope you didn't piss her off.
Hopefully, throughout the whole time, we've got enough food and she's happy because
Yeah.
Like my
Mike
son,
just decided to take me out, and next thing I know,
my oldest son lives downtown Orlando, so motherfucker, we gonna rob a lot of them rich motherfuckers that you. It's
So-
like-
So I would go to a secluded place. That's what I would do. Somewhere secluded. My wife wants to go to the Everglades. I don't think that's a good spot to go to.
No, too many
I would
mosquitoes.
say
fucking anacondas, dude.
anacondas, damn alligators, stuff like that.
Alligators, anacondas.
So here's my plan in my head. Here's my plan in my head. This is what I would do. I would go down to Key West. That's what I would do. All right, it's a small island. It's a 4 mile by 6 mile island, right? On the way to Key West, somehow I take out all the bridges, so nobody else can meet me out there, right? And then
Bitch,
when
you
I'm
got
in
a
Key
boat.
West,
Take a
when
boat.
Okay, Rambo.
wait, hold on. After I take out the bridges,
Got a
then
stick of
now,
dynamite. I got a stick of dynamite. Let me stop here and just put this.
You don't have to take
C4
out
up
all the
here.
bridges. You just got to
Just
take out one bridge.
One
Yeah.
bridge.
the main I want to take them all out because you know what? I've seen movies. They figure it out. Okay, they build some sticks and they're able to get across, right?
So you want to take out a part of the
Hold
7
on.
Mile Bridge?
I want to take out the 7 mile bridge. I'm gonna take them all out. Then when I get to Key West, there's not that many people there. It's not that populated. I'm gonna get rid of everybody. Get rid of
You're gonna
everybody.
suck dicks all day because it's all gay.
No. I'm gonna get rid of everybody. I'm gonna get rid of everybody.
I'm gonna say everybody gay and old.
I'm gonna get rid of everybody over there. Okay. I'm gonna get rid of everybody, and then
This is Jason's
then-
fantasy.
Again, hold on.
This is
In
fantasy.
Key West. Now that I got rid of everybody, I'm secluded there, right? Now for food, I can fish. Okay. And then every single bar is stocked up. So I'm gonna be drunk and fishing because it's just gonna be me there walking around Key West. That's my plan.
So you're saying Will Smith gonna
If it's the zombies, I'm gonna have to put some sticks up, like sharp sticks, so the zombies walk into them and go stuck into themselves. I'm prepared for this.
Jesus Christ.
So you're saying I Am Legend, the sequel, should be shot in Key West?
My wife just texted me right now. You need me to survive because you're afraid of everything that crawls, hops, and goes through and goes through the bushes. That's not true at all.
But he's gonna fuck with a zombie.
I don't appreciate that. Don't be sex like that.
But he's gonna fuck with a zombie. Okay.
Yeah. How do you even think Jay makes it to fucking Key West? The moment he runs out of gas, he's gonna be like, all right, fucking Clewiston, Florida is where we're at.
I'm
gonna be like, is there Tiffin's around here? I need some truffles on my burger.
Motherfucker gonna go to Key West and swear he was in Milwaukee.
I'll end up in Milwaukee. Beaches at? Where are the beaches?
Oh shit! Is this a Great Lake? No, that's the ocean.
I actually plan on going to Key West from. I have a week off vacation in July. There's a new airline, like one of the newest airlines. I'm gonna take advantage.
Is it the one that lands in the water?
No, there's actually an airport in Key West, and there's an airline called Breeze Airlines. It's brand new.
I've heard that.
Yeah, they have $35 round trip to Key West from Orlando.
How much?
$35.
Really?
There's one here that flies out of the Lakeland
Hey, we're
Airport.
going to Key West next weekend.
No, they don't start flying to Key West to June, but they're advertising $35 once they start from Orlando to Key West. $35.
Really?
Yeah.
There's one that flies out of Lakeland Airport that goes up to Nashville for sure for like $65.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, when you fly to Key West for $35, so that's how they get you. You fly into Key West for $35, but then you got to pay for the hotel, which is $7,000 a night.
Yes.
Oh,
all right, boys, we're pushing up against the clock here. We got we can't forget the whoa, you're caressing yourself, Dave. We can't forget
tattoos itchy.
It is time for Dave's world famous trivia, which apparently the principal said that we suck at trivia.
He did. He was busting our balls pretty bad about that.
Oh yeah, he was hitting us really hard. He said that we all suck and we're stupid. We're stupid.
They need to know what it is. The game moderator need to dumb this bitch down. Obviously, we're not smart as a fifth grader, so let's go smart as a third grader.
So I'm glad you said that. So I went. It's almost useless trivia is what it's called. Can you name the answers to these basic trivia questions?
Probably not, but let's give it a shot.
And I forgot. I know we talked about getting our
Damn, Wally.
significant others to get involved in this so I could play. So we'll try that next week.
Okay.
All right. So everybody ready?
We got the dramatic trivia music playing. All right, let's go.
So can you name the answers to these basic trivia questions?
Are we blurting it out or calling a name?
Wally doesn't like calling names, so we're just gonna
blurt it out.
Apparently, Wally controls everything around here, just like my damn wife.
What is the singular form?
I love you, babe.
What is the singular form of the word dice?
Dice. Die.
Keith,
Die.
Die.
Die. Yeah, that's right.
Helsinki is the capital of which country?
What? Say that again?
Helsinki is the capital of which country?
Sound like India to me.
Nope.
Capital was Colombia?
Nope.
Australia.
Helsinki is the capital of which?
Japan. China.
Nope. Okay, it's Finland. You're wrong.
Jesus Christ.
Who was
I think you said these were going to be easy.
Yeah, I mean, I can't help where your Miami education's going, sir.
My Miami education. All right, Keith. He's talking crap about both of us.
Yeah, fuck it. It's the truth though. But
not complaining, but I'm wondering where Wally's Sanford education going.
That wasn't right. That wasn't right. That was
Sanford education. Sanford education was right in line with the Dade County education.
Yeah.
Who was the
I know
Who was-
my kids go to Seminole High School, so
Who was the U.S. president in the year 2000?
it was Obama.
No, it was a Bush. It was a Bush. It was a Bush because 9/11. No, it was one of the Bushes. Because remember 9/11, Bush was the president with 9/11, so he was the president then too.
9/11 was 2011. So it was 11 years earlier. So it was Bill Clinton.
No, 9/11 happened in 2001. It was Bill Clinton. Jesus Christ! You just said 9/11 happened in 2011.
2001. I meant 2001.
Oh my God!
Hey,
That's why I kept on saying Bill Clinton.
He been drinking. He been drinking.
Which gas giant planet is the furthest from the sun?
Uranus.
It's always
Neptune.
Keith.
I only know that because it's always say Neptune is the coldest planet, so that makes sense.
What is the currency called in Japan?
Yen.
Keith.
Are you taking score? Are you taking score?
I am.
Damn it. How many does Wally have?
0.
Goose egg. Which religion?
Are you talking? Wait, hold on. Are you talking, Wally? Just say something. No, you're on silent right now. We can't hear you.
He's
That
not
motherfucker-
talking.
He's faking it. He's
He's not
faking it. He's
talking.
faking it. He's faking it. He's faking it.
Which religion worships Shiva, Devi, Vinu, Ganesha, and Surya?
The Jews.
Yahweh. I don't fucking know, bro.
It's Hinduism. I don't know if any one of those are correct. Which
I've never met a
actress?
Hindu person.
Yeah, me neither. Which actress appeared in Pretty Women, Ocean's 11, Steel Magnolias, and Notting Hill?
What's your name? Julia Roberts.
Roberts JG. Which pop artist with hits such as Straight Up and Opposites Attract is now well known as a TV judge?
Paula Abdul,
That's
goddammit.
Paula Abdul.
Boy, I had the
Paula
biggest
Abdul,
crush on her ass.
He's a cold-hearted snake.
She's a weird.
Still sexy.
Which
Yeah,
state? Which state is home to the Timberwolves, Vikings, Twins, and
Minnesota.
Wild? Minnesota.
You knew that, Wally. Why you didn't say it?
Which company?
Did you mute yourself?
I think you muted, Wally. Now you want
I
us
got
to
nothing.
Now you want us to goddamn read lips.
Can't hear a word you're saying. God damn it.
Which company created the PlayStation game console?
Sony.
Sony. Which TV show starred Matthew Fox, Josh Holloway, and Dominic Monaghan, amongst others?
Jesus Christ. I have no idea who those people are, so I'm gonna throw a guess out.
The Office.
No, that's offensive.
Never seen The Office. So
That was very, very offensive. I'm gonna say, what year was the program?
It doesn't give me that, but it was early 2000s from what I remember.
All right, early 2000s. It had to be.
And everybody loved it. I never watched a single episode of this.
everybody loves Raymond.
No.
All right.
What episode? All right, what is it?
Lost.
Oh, I've never seen that program.
Yeah,
So
I've never seen
my
Lost either.
wife just watched the entire season of Lost, and she said it's the best thing on TV. I've never seen one episode.
I've never seen Lost either.
Yeah, she said it's the best thing. She was so happy about it.
If you put the United States in alphabetical order, which state comes first?
Alabama.
Alabama.
JG, Alabama.
I almost said Alaska.
Which film won the Academy Award for Best Picture in '94, starring Tom Hanks in the lead role?
94.
Wilson.
That was Sleepless in
No,
Seattle.
Wilson. No, Wilson. When he was on the island, Castaway.
No.
Jen A.
Oh, Forrest Gump.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You're
Run,
both fucking wrong.
Forrest, run! That was in '94.
Yeah.
Jesus
Which
Christ.
author wrote the novel To Kill a Mockingbird?
I know that one.
I know that one too. That's a regular trivia question.
Yep. It's a great book. Great movie.
Don't know. I don't want to cheat.
Don't give me the answer.
Why, are you Googling it?
Yeah, he's fucking cheating.
Harper
wrote-
Lee.
Damn it, I told you not to give me the answer.
Oh, I told you not to cheat, you cocksucker. Complete the title of the Shakespeare play. A Midnight Summer's
Dream.
Midsummer Night.
Dream.
Dream.
I said it first. I was just.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
On which continent is the country of Togo?
Asia.
No.
Well, there's 6 continents.
Oh goddamn!
Jesus, he's drank way too much. Africa. Which?
Well, that's where they said. Well, that's where we sent all the money for the transgenders. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I should have known that.
Which 1975 film features Amity Island with an unwanted shark problem? G. Jaws. All right, the score is 7-4 right now.
Who's winning? I am, right?
Keith.
Damn it, Keith. Why do you always win?
Can we get Wally to participate?
His mic is not working right now.
All right,
we can't hear a word he's saying. His mic's not working. Did you turn it off?
All right, listen. There's 8 more questions.
We can't hear you. How many?
8.
I got it. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's do it. You may have to unplug and replug.
Which man currently hosts the Tonight Show on NBC?
Jimmy Fallon.
JG, Jimmy Fallon. 5-7. Which chemical element has the symbol Cu?
Copper.
Keith.
Damn it!
With the guess. Fool's gold is actually a mineral containing ions of what metal?
Sulfate.
Well, say it one more time.
Fool's gold is actually a mineral containing ions of what metal?
Copper.
JG?
Sulfate.
Incorrect. The answer is iron.
Iron. Okay.
Iron or iron?
Iron.
All right.
In the acronym CIA, what does the C stand for?
Central.
Central.
Keith.
I don't agree. Wally, who won? Was it Keith or me? Point to us. Who won? I said it first.
No, you didn't. You weren't even fucking close. Shut up. Listen, it is now 9-5 with 4 to go. JG, you can tie it up.
Tired, motherfucker. If I get one more, I'm just gonna shut up.
No shit.
Wally, unplug your mic, and then maybe we can hear you through your computer. You try that?
Which composer's 41st Symphony?
What?
Beethoven.
Hey, who am I talking to? Wally or David?
Yeah, right.
Here? Who am I talking to here?
Beethoven.
Let me finish. Which composer's 41st symphony is called the Jupiter's Sympathy?
I only know 2, so it's 50% chance I get it right. Beethoven.
Not correct. Stop Googling, asshole.
The other one got to be Mozart.
I'm going to give it to Keith because you're cheating. Mozart.
Says I only knew 2.
I just found it. It says Mozart.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not even going to go any further because that is the game. JG cannot win.
No. What are the other questions here?
Okay. There's.
Hang on. Let me get my fingers ready to Google.
Which famous actor was in a relationship with Angelina Jolie until 2016?
Brad Pitt.
Correct.
That was some crazy pussy.
Right. Which alcoholic spirit gets its primary
Tito's.
flavor from juniper berries?
Lychee.
No, I do know this one.
What's the name of the berry?
Juniper.
Juniper, Juniper.
Gin.
Gin. Now it's fucking ball game. Keith. is
I
the
hear my
reigning
wife.
champ.
I hear my wife outside the studio screaming the name of these the answers. I can hear her.
And you still lost.
Next time I have to do it like this so I can.
So that is the end of it. Keith wins. What do we got next? I mean, I know we're kind of right there.
Wally, you some issues with your. You're done.
Technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties.
Hey, before we log out, Dave, I'm fucking caught up with Daredevil. Yesterday, I nerded
Oh yeah, we got to talk about the Daredevils.
I nerded the fuck out. We're out of time, but let's go ahead
That's
and
all
watch
right.
next
we
episode.
can go another 6 minutes. That's what we got. 6 minutes.
Did you nerd the fuck out when you seen the last episode?
Yes. Yes.
Did it do it for you the way they did?
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, the way they did it with the split camera when Daredevil was beating the shit out the dude in the subway tunnel, and I have no idea who the fuck that was that Kingpin beat up, that he had a prisoner. Who was that?
That was is the name Anthony or Adam? He's the one that was having an affair with when she thought Kingpin was dead.
Really?
Yeah, so he's the one because she said, "Please don't kill him." And he goes, "I promise." So he kept him captive and was just beating the shit out of him. And then I guess he killed him there at the end. It looked like
he killed him at the end. But they both had to release that energy.
Yeah.
And they released it at the same time, simultaneously. That shit was, oh my God.
Yep. When Murdoch was sitting there and he goes, "Fuck it."
That's
he
it.
Goes, I'm like,
he goes to the roof to his private. Oh shit! And I'm trying to explain to my wife what's going on because she say, why do they call him Daredevil? Because she didn't see him the whole time. She didn't see episode 1, so she saw him. He was always in a suit.
Yep.
I say because he does some Daredevil shit. Maybe you got to see it. You got to wait.
It was good, man.
Oh my God! And I almost didn't like the episode before that, the bank scene. See the bank show. When they robbed the bank?
Oh, yeah.
But then they co-aligned Captain Marvel with that because I didn't realize to the very end that was her father.
I just found that out.
The very end, not the Captain Marvel that fly to space, the one that talks to the animals and shit.
Miss Marvel.
Miss Marvel. Yeah, Miss Marvel.
I know what you meant. Yep.
Okay. That the dude that he talked to at the bank, that's her father.
I did not know that.
Yes.
Hey, keep your headphones on so you can hear us. I got him on. I got Wally on the phone here because his mic died, so we can probably hear him through his phone here.
Okay.
Say something, Wally.
Oh. There we go.
Hello.
Wally,
Hey.
what do you think about all this? What was your answer to the who was the Forrest Gump person?
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on. I've been trying to figure out my mic shit.
Cool. But yes,
So
Daredevil's been great, Keith. I mean, the whole thing's been fantastic.
Man, I can't wait for shit. I usually watch it on Saturday. I'm probably gonna watch this motherfucking Tuesday night.
Did you finish Reacher?
No, I got like 2 episodes left.
How can I watch Daredevil?
Disney Plus. Disney Plus.
Oh, he hung up on me. Why'd you hang up? No, you could have done your last words from here. Disney Plus?
Yep. Disney Plus.
How many seasons are there?
You never watched any of them?
I've seen 1 episode.
You've got to watch the beginning ones from Netflix.
Yeah, you got to go. But they're on Disney Plus also.
Yep.
They're on Disney Plus also. So they're 10 years. They're 3 seasons. The first season was like 10 years ago, and I swear they didn't miss a beat with this season.
They did not. It's great.
So it's 3 seasons prior to this new one, so 4 total.
All right, so 4 seasons. I'm not gonna watch it. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, but I will. I'll watch it for next week. I'll watch the last episode so I can pretend like I care.
Okay.
I guess Wally is signing off here. He just took off his headsets. He can't hear a thing. You could have said your last comments on the phone. Let me call you back so you can do your last comments. Yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna call. Yeah, you got to do his last comments. I want to hear you. I got to hear you. All right, I'm gonna call you back. We got to do our last comments. While I'm calling Wally, guys, this is the FLA Trash Talkers. We are at the end of our show. Let's go some last words. Let's go with Keith while I'm calling Wall Raven.
Great show, guys. I appreciate everybody listening, watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and tell a friend.
All right, like and subscribe and tell a friend. What you got, David?
Yeah, I agree. Great show, guys. Had a good time today. Like Keith said, tell a friend and then have that friend tell 10 more friends. Let's get it going, man. Let's get this thing on the train tracks and moving.
Fucking die.
Thanks for listening.
Reading the text.
All right, Wally, what's your last words? Got you here on the mic on the phone.
Same thing, man. Hopefully, everybody liked the show. Tell more people about it. And hopefully, everybody listens and we keep bringing good content. Also have Florida Duke in the Final Four. They should meet up in the finals. And I think Duke takes it.
Anybody
I
else
think-
think that he sound like Diddy, R. Kelly in jail?
I was gonna say, is this 1984? Is there a CB radio?
He's on the next hell right now.
Hey, one more word, Sudi. Slow down on JG's drinks next time.
Hey, what's wrong with whoa. She's doing really good. What? I'm not slurring or anything yet. No. Sure. I'm trying to keep up with Wally. I'm trying to have the marble mouth Wally.
Ah.
Hey, Wally, we got to get your mic fixed. I don't know what happened there, but technical difficulties. We'll figure that out before the next show. Guys, this is the FLA Trash Talkers. We're live every Sunday at 10 a.m. Make sure to join us. If you can't join us, then watch us whenever you want. All you got to do is search for us on YouTube, FLA Trash Talkers. This is a great show, guys. I'm loving it. Next thing we're going to do is get us on iHeartRadio, Spotify, and Apple TV. That's coming up next, guys. All right, boys. Let's get the hell out of here. Let's enjoy our Sunday. I got ribs on the smoker, and we're going to have a great, great Sunday. Oh, by the way, Wally.